Hi everyone, we are back in Brighter Shores. Can you believe it? So yeah, it's been a while since we've been streaming Brighter Shores. I'm not sure. I think the last video I put out was the Is Brighter Shores Dead video, and I think if you watch that, you'll understand why it's been a while since we've been streaming. Because I basically said in that video, no, Brighter Shores isn't dead, but if you're not enjoying the game in its current state, then stop playing it and come back and try it when some new stuff's been added. So that's basically what we're doing today. So yeah, I mean, I've still got my series going on Room Locked, and I'm working on the next video in that series as well. But I wanted to stream Brighter Shores again, and I think we're going to start semi-regularly streaming Brighter Shores alongside RuneScape as well. So yeah, welcome if you're here. It's really good to have you back. I've got to work out where I want to spend this knowledge point. Okay, so we're going to check out what is new. I do have a bit of a food delivery to do, but that won't take a minute. So I did just nip on here earlier just to make sure the game is updated, because I haven't played Brighter Shores in a couple of months really. There's two reasons for that. The first one is that I had an absolute ton of footage already to edit for both for Brighter Shores videos, especially the Roomlock series, and also the RuneScape videos, the League series. So I had loads of footage, so I wasn't really trying to get more footage. And also I was basically taking my own advice in that it was starting to feel like a bit of a grind. I mean, I'm not a big level grinder, as you can see. Really, I'm just getting 50s in each episode to begin with. And people who've got 500 in each skill, I've got so much respect for them to grind that out. But yeah, I was starting to feel like a little bit of a chore. So I decided to not, make it like a job. And actually, if I wasn't into it, then just to take a break and then come back when I could properly enjoy it. So that's what I've done. So let's take an XP potion and we'll spend these knowledge points. And we're going to spend them on alchemy, just because to do the higher level alchemy stuff, we need a really high forager level, unless we want to buy the ingredients. So I would rather convert it to XP and spend it on alchemy, because otherwise, we got a level out of that as well. Yeah, because otherwise you have to get to a really high forager level to get the ingredients, or of course you can always just buy the ingredients, but I don't really like doing that. So there's been some updates, some really significant updates actually, since we last streamed this. So there are a few things that I pointed out, and I'm sure a lot of people pointed out, which is, it seems like a little thing, but actually I think it's pretty major in that you, like when you're fishing and you want to know what you need for cooking supplies, you'd have to go all the way back to the back to the kitchen, sorry, to find out what you needed. Or when you were getting foraging supplies, again, to find out what you needed for alchemy, you'd have to go back to the recipe book in the alchemist shop. Now, we don't have to do that anymore, because if you look here, if you pick if you go into, say, alchemy, for example, and I look at any potion, if I click on this, even if I've not made the potion before, I can view the recipe remotely, so I know from anywhere exactly what materials I need for that potion. Similar with cooking. If we go to cooking, so chicken leek pie, that tells us again what the recipes are. I think it even works with like smithing. Yeah, so look at that, so we can see, what all we need. Really good quality of life update. I'm really happy with that. It's a simple thing, but it shows they're listening to the player base and they're doing good stuff. Also, there's another small update. We'll get onto the big stuff in a minute, but there is another small update just near here as well. So if I drop off these last foods, then we should be able to see it. If we go next door, there we go, that's our bounty complete. Yeah, if we just go to here. So here, when you like pick up these periwinkles, and say I was going around, let's go further on. Say I went to click on that, and I accidentally click on the bench. It still clicks the periwinkle. The periwinkle click supersedes the bench click. So if I'm halfway through sitting on the bench, it will then immediately go to the periwinkle. So before, when I was doing this, it was massively interrupting me every time I try and do a round. If I tried to click from a weird angle, I'd accidentally sit on the bench. But now it's a little bit easier. Like if I hold shift click to Q, it will interrupt me then because I'm not doing anything. But say I was harvesting this periwinkle, I hold shift click and click on the bench. It doesn't let me do it. It doesn't interrupt me, whereas before it did. So I probably explained that really badly. But again, so if I click on this periwinkle and then I click on this periwinkle, but I misclick the bench, it interrupts me, right? So if I just click on this bench, it's interrupted what I was doing. And it used to be, if I click on the bench again, yes, it interrupts me. But it used to be if I shift click, then that would interrupt me, but it doesn't. So I can shift click on the periwinkle without worrying about shift clicking on the bench by accident and interrupting my action. So that's just a small quality of life update, which is also pretty good. But now we're going to move on to the bigger stuff. So I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about the big update, which is the player-to-player trading. And in fact, if we log out just for a moment, we can see, if I go back here to the news, you can see now they implemented leaderboards a while ago, but now we've also got player-to-player trading ticked off. So there's still a lot of bullet points until they consider the game launched, which is good because it means they've got a lot more work they're doing. But it's it's another step in the right direction, which is really good. So there's a couple of different ways you can trade. You can do player-to-player trading, obviously, but I think the way it's mainly supposed to work is by trading in Chronopolis. So we can go to Chronopolis now. If I go over here to Chronopolis Market, there should be both a new storage rift there to access the bank and also a way to do trading bank to bank. So let's have a little look and see how it looks. It might be that we need another person to do it with, in which case you guys are welcome to come and try it out with me. But we'll see. We'll see how this works. So I think I have to talk to... well, actually, first of all, there should be a storage rift around here. Oh, there it is. Look, so there's a new storage rift. Can we open it? We can. Right, we'll deposit those. And if we talk to Channa, we've already done the quest you need to do this. And we did that, right when the game launched. You've proven yourself an excellent merchant. You may now join the Merchants Guild. So this main account is going to be a guild member. My alternate is going to be a lone wolf. So I'm going to be a guild member on this account. This is a permanent decision. So think about it before you do this. I do recommend your main account being a clan member so you can trade, and having a secondary as like an Iron Man or a lone wolf. Right, so let's read this. So player-to-player trading. You can now trade with other players. To trade with another player, click on their name in the nearby player's interface and choose trade. Okay, so we're going to have to find someone to do this with, I think. If you trade at the player market in Chronopolis, you can trade directly from your bank. If you trade anywhere else, you can only trade items in your backpack. Items traded from your backpack will always go into the other player's backpack. Items traded from your bank will always go directly into the other player's bank. Okay, right. So, should we talk to this guy? I think he's got his privacy settings on. Oh, is he teleporting away? He's gone. Okay. That failed. The other thing is, I mean, actually, Chronopolis is a bit quieter, but you saw Hopeport was really pretty busy. So, it was pretty cool to log on and see lots of people still milling around Hopeport. I guess what a lot of people are doing is they are not playing the paid episodes while the game's still being updated, and they're just playing the free-to-play. That's what it looks like. I kept my subscription going even though I didn't play for a couple of months because, I want to support the game. And to be honest, I did plan to play more, but just life got on top of me, really. I do think, if I'm brutally honest, 2 or 3 months ago, if this game was any other developer, I would say it would have been dead. But this developer is clearly passionate about the game. Like, when they created RuneScape, they you know, they worked from their mum's kitchen, and they left their house because it was costing too much money. They wanted to put the money into the game. Like, that's the kind of devs these people are. They will plow on even when there's you know, not a lot of players playing the game currently. And they always said, you know, this was really a soft launch, so I was quite happy to just keep funding them with my subscription to help it, you know, become the game it's gonna be. One thing I have noticed, though, is people in Chronopolis really are less talkative than they used to be. I guess it's the people who are, like, just grinding max level or something. We may struggle to find someone to trade with here, but we could go to Hopeport and try trading. Although, I wonder how many of the Hopeport people have trading unlocked. Let's see. Let's see if anyone can help us out here. Man, these people are not sociable, are they? This is an MMO, guys. Come on. Right, we'll try here for a little bit longer, and if not, we'll go to Hopeport. I'm gonna say, when I planned this stream, to be honest, I was a little bit nervous about it. I thought, oh, you know, I wasn't really feeling it last time I played, and that's why I stopped for a while. And I didn't want to, you know, just force it. But the minute I loaded the game up, I was so happy. It just feels comforting, you know. It's a nice, chilled game, and you know, there's no stress. And yeah, I'm just really glad to be back in the game again, to be honest. Which is why I was saying, you know, I am gonna get these room locked episodes out now. Like, I'm gonna beeline those. I'm pretty close to having the next episode out, and then the finale as well. I think it's probably going to be 2 episodes. I could try and wrap it all into one, but it might be too much. We'll see. And yeah, I do want to start streaming this again. I'll mix it up with the RuneScape. I'll do a bit of both. But it's yeah, it's good. It makes me feel happy to play this again. So, right. Hello. Will you talk to me? There's no way these are bots. Let's go near the... Where will people be hanging out? I guess near the gates? I mean, the answer is people don't hang out in Chronopolis. They hang out in Hopeport. Right, what's the high... I can't really offer much to people either. Because I'm pretty low level in general. My highest level is the sawmill. I mean, I have a bit of money. How much money do I have? It's all relative, right? I've only got 1 gold, which is actually a lot for a lot of people, but, you know, there's people with a lot more out there. Okay, we will go to the... Also, we need to think of a bank that we can use that's actually, like, handy to get to. Right, let's go to the mine. We'll get some, like, ore out and see if anyone wants our ore. Because anyone who's going to trade is already going to have got to episode 4 anyway. So it's not like they're going to be locked out of mining. Or locked out of smithing, I should say. So we'll try to offer some ore. And we'll see if anyone wants it. I was expecting, when I got into Chronopolis, that to be more like the Grand Exchange. How do I even, like, trade with people? I think it did tell me, didn't it? Let's have 6 of them. And 6 of these, right? Anyone? I mean, supplying people in the smithing is, Oh, hello. Open trade. Oh, this is cool. So do I drag and drop? Offer item from backpack. And offer item from backpack. Oh, so you do it from chat. Oh, look, yeah, see? Trade. I was trying to click on them in the game. Man, I'm so glad we found someone. Oh, look, he says hi. Oh, I'm so glad we found someone. We've actually done a trade. Oh, I'm so happy with that. I thought it would take a much longer to find someone, but it didn't. Right, how do I salute? Man, to be honest, I hate these emojis. I really do. It was nice of him to offer us something back as well, to be honest. That was cool. So, anywhere in the world, you can do that. You can just click on someone. Well, if you're in the same room as them, I've gone now. But you can just click on someone and say an offer to trade, which is actually quite neat, really. Oh, can't do that, it's noisy. Because if they haven't talked in chat, you can't just like right-click someone and click trade. So it means if you're not wanting to be barraged by trade offers, if you're not chatting, then no one can trade with you. Or you can't get spammed, which is quite nice. But yeah, so anywhere in the world, you just right-click on chat and you trade, which is great. And you trade things from the backpack. And if you're over in Chronopolis, I think specifically in the Merchants Guild, you can, it might be these areas around it. I'm not 100% sure. Should we go and find out what he has to say about that? We'll double check. But yeah, certainly in the Merchants Guild, or maybe in this area in general, but not the whole of Chronopolis. You can trade not just from your backpack, but from your bank as well, which is really nice actually. And I like the kind of lore to that. I was thinking this would be more like a grand exchange, and you know, you could put up buy and sell offers, which I think they will do eventually, but at the moment it's not in the game, which is fair enough, because they just wanted to get it up and running. So if I talk to this guy again, what is this notice board for? Oh, do you know what would be nice? If there was actually like some instructions on how trading works here. But there isn't. Unless... no. Future items. Oh, hello. She sells interesting things in the future. So yeah, that's trading. That's huge, isn't it? Now, they did also say in their live stream that they wanted to implement a way to trade stuff between your 3 characters on your account. So the idea is, I've always said, right, if you become an alchemist and you want to be self-sufficient, you'd have to also train like forager. But if you could have one character that's super into forager and another one that's into alchemist, and then trade the stuff between you. Or even like some of the alchemy needs like gatherer skills. So you could have like an episode 2 character who's doing gatherer, and you just focus on, you know, your foraging and potion making, and then get your Hope Forest character to give you the gatherer materials you need. Same for cooking. Same as well actually like for smithing. Like when you need wood from Hope Forest, again, your other character could supply that. So you could specialize your characters. I mean, there's no efficiency gain from doing that other than a little bit of passive XP you get while you're playing one character, the other one's passively training. So I guess there is a slight efficiency if you said, right, my woodcutter, I'm going to leave AFK wood cutting, or not even AFK wood cutting, but you're going to leave them, you know, what's the word? Offline wood cutting. Look, I'll show you. Like if I go here, I mean, you guys, I'm sure you guys know this. If I can do a passive activity here of leather offcuts, so I can sell leather offcuts here, and now I can, or sell leather, I should say. I can log out. And now if I log into my Iron Man, for example, or what is going to be my Iron Man, if I log into Iron Rocket, you'll see Iron Rocket's been doing passive passive foraging. So what I could do, and you see, she's 121 forager. So I can just ignore alchemy on this character, let her keep passively foraging, and then give all the stuff to my main. Now that's not in the game yet, but they did say they want to add that, and I'll be interested to see how they do it. If it's like a chest that you put stuff in, or like a shared bank, that makes sense. The only thing is, if you opt to be a lone wolf, I'm guessing they will lock you out of that. Because otherwise you could pretend to be a lone wolf, but actually your main character is giving you stuff. So yeah, just be careful about that. If you want to optimize all three characters to work together, then we don't know how it works yet, but it's likely that if one of those characters is a lone wolf, they wouldn't be able to work together. So yeah, it's exciting, you know. There's a lot of opportunities here. But yeah, I'm really happy to see trading in the game now. We did our trade, which was really fun. Also, did you see, if I go back actually, they need to add a back button here. I can log out, I think. Yeah, so see the weekly leak is here now? This is a newish thing. So if you click on this, it shows you this week's issue, the weekly link, the weekly leak, which tells you what everyone's working on. So, for example, Andrew and James have been doing lots of design work on Project Milestone this week. Okay, we don't know what that is yet. It's a secret. We want to change it so the default left click mouse bind is do first action instead of open action menu. Okay. Right, one of these places in the Wood Countries in episode 2, which both have an active chop action and a passive lop action. So they're going to make new trees so that you have difference between passive trees and active trees. Okay. You won't use the same trees for chopping and lopping. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. Opening the menu all the time is a bit annoying. Okay. So this weekly leak shows you everything they're working on. So this is what people have been doing on the team, which is really cool. Poor Daniel's been recharging his batteries. Obviously had a tough time. I guess he's on holiday. Lots of quest work going on. You can see they're prioritizing quests here. Graphics are doing stuff. Audio. Global Music Track 14 apparently is in progress. But this is the interesting stuff, right? So the infographics show you how they're getting on with side quests. And you can see here, they've done the story for 7 new quests. And they've coded half of them, and they're in progress on half of them. And then there's more work to do, obviously. You can see here that the Hourglass is in progress. The red X's are not done yet, not started. So these quests are a little way off. We might see another Hope Forest quest relatively soon, because it's just... Yeah, you don't know how far along they are in this, but that looks pretty well progressed. But here, Stonemore Hill, you see there's a lot of work still open. They've done the UI theme, that's done. The main quest is planned but not implemented. But you see here, there's two of the 3 professions are not, or only just started design, really. So I think Stonemore Hill is a long way off. I think they've done that on purpose, because it was going to be done much sooner, and they got so much feedback after the beta launch, or whatever you want to call it, soft launch. They've now gone back and said, okay, people want more quests, so we'll add that. People want combat rework, so we'll add that. People want trading, so we'll add that. All this stuff they're adding now is based on feedback, which is good. It shows they listen to people, but you shouldn't always listen to everyone. Like, I'm quite keen to see Stonemore Hill. That would be quite cool. I mean, there's a YouTube video. In fact, Bright Shore Central did a really good YouTube video reacting to, or really not even just reacting to, but summarizing their live stream. So he chopped it up into little bits and said, here are the key points. It was really good, actually. And there's the whole live stream you can watch. But in that live stream, they showed the story quest from Stonemore Hill, which was pretty cool. They didn't show all of it, but they showed like a boss fight that happens, which is pretty interesting. So they have done a fair bit of work on it, but I think there's a long way to go. Instead, they're prioritizing implementing all the feedback from people and just improving the current game, adding more content to the first 4 regions, and implementing quality of life improvements, all that kind of thing. So yeah, it's there's clearly a lot going on, but it's going to be a while till we see the next episode. Which, to be honest, content is content. I'm not super fixated on seeing episode 5 as much as I'd like to see it. It's okay to just say have new quests. Like, there are still quests I haven't done, right? And to be honest, the reason I stopped, like, this quest is new. I should have said that since we last streamed. Herbalist Hurdles come out, which is new, and Missing Fisherman has come out, which is new. So that's pretty cool. Although I don't think I have the levels for this at all. So yeah, I was grinding levels to try and get that. Oh, and actually this is new as well. I didn't notice this earlier. So when you hover over it, it tells you what highest level foe is and what profession level you need, which is very interesting. I think it gives a range so it doesn't give away what exactly you have to do. Maybe. Not 100% sure how that works. So it would be nice to filter this list, especially when they add more quests. You know, we're going off the page, so they need to add a filter to hide ones you've already done. So, okay, yeah, so I was grinding levels, which I will continue to do, to be able to do every quest on stream. So you'll see all 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that I've done so far, and the main story, 9. Or the main story is really 4 quests, so, you know, you could say it's 12. But anyway, all those I've done on stream, and on this account, that's what I'm planning to do, is to do everything on stream. Sorry if you can hear the baby crying. Those of you who view regularly will know this is bedtime, and Mum's putting the baby to bed, and she does not like going to bed. So yeah, I've been grinding levels for that. I need a lot of levels for Lost and Found. I'm quite far away on 2 of them. The smithing and the mining is not that far, but the bone right stonemason is. The Hope Port quests, I'm gradually leveling all of them. So we'll get to do those quests pretty soon. But yeah, I'm going to start doing that again, and then we can do the quests on stream. And yeah, as more quests come out, or even as the next episode comes out, we'll show that off as well. But for now, I think for those of you who've taken a bit of a break, actually like me, actually now's quite a good time to dip back in. You know, it's not going to blow your mind. It's just slight improvements, bit more content. Play-to-play trading is pretty cool. Although it's clear at this time of day on a Sunday evening in the UK, there's not a lot of people in Chronopolis doing it. But I think that will pick up as more people come back to the game and more content gets added. There might be some hotspot in the game where people are doing it, but I think at the moment people don't really have a lot of reason to do it. Is there a storage rift around here? Oh, there isn't, is there? So yeah, we'll just do a bit of grinding now. And yeah, I mean, normally this time of day or this time of week, I would be doing a RuneScape quest. If anyone's online and you want to see some more RuneScape quests, let me know. We can switch it over if enough people want it. But I think it's nice to be back in Bright Shores. Normally, I do the grinding off stream, and I just do the quests on stream, but I'm not quite ready for the next quest, because if you look here, it says I need 40 to 49 Forager and 40 to 49 Alchemist, and I don't have that. I'm actually not that far off. We could start the quest, but I don't know if I just get 40. Is that really going to be enough? Should we do it? Should we just go get some potatoes? Because it's the best active skillia method we have for Forager anyway, and we're going to need potatoes for cooking. It's worth noting as well. Oh, do you know what? I know why I was going there. I'm going to pick up some cooking bounties as well while I'm here, because you only get 4 every half an hour. So I'll pick up 4, and then when it refreshes, we can get a full list before we go and do bounties. So I'll do that, and then we'll go and do some foraging. Sorry, I keep hesitating. I'm still quite new to streaming, so I'm learning to talk and do stuff at the same time. Right. So potatoes around here. It's quite nice. I'm so used to playing the room locked account that is locked to certain rooms. It's nice to just have the whole map to explore. Oh, look at that as well. You see, look, there's a new region here. It's locked behind a quest, so I don't have access yet. That's probably Herbalist Hurdle that's locked that. Or it could be, actually, I think it might be the Fisherman's quest that's like that. What's it called? Missing Fisherman. Alright, oh, we'll go up this way actually. So yeah, I'll get 40 Forager and then I'll get 40 Alchemist. We'll do that on stream. And we can start the Herbalist Hurdle quest, because that's a new addition as well. I'm just not that convinced we'll be able to finish it. I reckon, as much as it says we need 40 to 49, I think we need higher levels. Anyway, let's try it. So, 3 potatoes. Is there a 4th? I think there's one of... Oh no, that's a flower over there, isn't it? Oh, what's this? These are new. Freyland raccoons. And a raccoon stash. Oh, that's part of a quest, isn't it? That's interesting. So yeah, that's probably Herbalist Hurdle as well, I guess. So yeah, they've added new stuff here as well. Hey, Bright Shores Central, it's good to see you, mate. Oh, I actually just tried to message you, but I guess you're inundated with messages because you don't have private messages turned on anymore. I guess too many people message you. But yeah, I tried to message you before the stream because I saw you online. How you doing? It's really good to hear from you. Oh, I didn't put away the leather offcuts. So I do like this area because you can do a really nice loop. You can forage all along the beach and then forage here and go through here and then end at the storage rift, which I think is probably what we're going to start doing because it's not... I'm not sure if it's 100% the fastest foraging XP, but it is the one of, if not the fastest way to get knowledge points. If you want to keep... I mean, if you're just dropping stuff on the floor, then it doesn't matter. It's fine. But if you are keeping the stuff, which is worth doing because you can always use it for alchemy, or to be honest, nowadays you could sell it, which is great, especially when more people get trading in Chronopolis. Then yeah, I like to keep the stuff I forage. It just feels like I'm wasting time if you're picking stuff up just to drop it again. I mean, it's good job Bright Shores Central is here because he's the foraging king. He can give us all the advice. Have you maxed foraging now? Because I know you finished the monument, didn't you? I'm pretty sure you maxed foraging as well. Yeah, you disabled messages. That's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, especially when you're streaming and because you're, you know, a well-known YouTuber on Brighter Shores. Like, if everyone's messaging you, it gets in the way of your videos. So that's fair enough. Don't feel bad about turning messages off. I do get it. It's like when I'm in RuneScape, I do turn my clan chat off when I'm streaming because otherwise it's just too much. You have to get... So you want to make a combat-only account alongside your main, but you have to get certain non-combat skills to unlock the other areas. Yeah, but you could just get the minimum, you know, just say, okay, I'm going to train to whatever minimum is required. And in fact, what am I doing? Let's take my normal route now. You're about to finish maxing Hope Port. Oh, great stuff. Congratulations. Let us know when you've done it. That'll be epic. I'm sure there'll be a video. I'll watch out for the Hope Port Max video. That'll be cool. But yeah, I'd suggest go for it. Make your combat only account and just say one of the rules is you're allowed to get whatever non-combat skills are needed for quests. I mean, if you want to be really harsh, you could stick just to the story quests. But I'd suggest you, or the main story quest, I should say. But I'd suggest opening up all quests because that'll open up all areas as well. And also, there's good combat in the quests, like the what is it? The Battle of Fortune Hold. That's got a good boss in it to fight. So yeah, I recommend doing that. I think you should go for it, mate. That'd be really good to see. Are you gonna do the combat only account after you've maxed all the episodes, or are you gonna mix and match it a little bit? It's funny you came on, actually. I don't know if you were here silently watching before, but I did shout you out before, talking about the Brighter Shores live stream they did and the fact you made that video with the, you know, where you sort of cut it up and reordered it in kind of like a a more structured order to say, right, this section's about this feature, this section's about that, and then you gave your thoughts about it. I thought that was a really good video. I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream because we checked out all the things that were new, and I talked about the live stream. I said, actually, do you know what? Check out Brighter Shores' video because that live stream summary was so good. Yeah, it'd be cool to see your combat only series. That'd be great. I really want to get the Room Lock series done now. It'd be such a good achievement, and I'm really close. I just kind of, when I made that video about the fact that people were hating on Brighter Shores and they were saying it was dead, I was like, look, if you think it's dead and you're sick of it, then just have a break, because there's no point playing it if you don't enjoy it. So have a break, and when you come back, it will be, you can enjoy it again. There'll be lots of new content. And then I was grinding to do the quests on the stream, and I started to get tired of it, and I said, you know what, I'm going to take my own advice. So I took a break, and I am so happy to be back. It is really nice. Like, I enjoyed RuneScape. I love RuneScape, and I'll still keep doing RuneScape. I'm currently on a crazy Barrows grind at the moment. Hopefully I'll get Greenlog soon. But yeah, it just feels nice to be back in Brighter Shores. Yeah, the live stream edit, I bet that took a long time, chopping it up and then reordering it. To be honest, editing is the bane of my life. I love making videos. I love like hanging out with people on stream. It's just nice to make the content and play the games. But the editing, it takes so long, doesn't it? I need to find a better solution because I've got, I don't know, I'm going to say 200 hours of Brighter Shores footage. No, maybe 100 hours of Brighter Shores footage and 200 hours of RuneScape footage, all ready to go into videos. And I just don't have the time to edit it down. That's the biggest problem. So if anyone wants to take clips from the stream and send them to me or post them on Twitch or whatever, or YouTube, if you can do that, great. That'd help me out a lot because, man, editing them out is just taking so long. But yeah, it is good. I was hoping to have a video out yesterday. Normally put a video out on the Saturday and stream on the Sunday, but I've had a bit of a crazy week, really. And on Friday, my car broke down as well, so that's been in the garage yesterday. It's still there. So, yeah, I've not been able to get a video out, which is a shame, but I'm sure we'll have one out this coming week. Yeah, the Progress series is mega consuming. Like, you with the Monument series and the, maxing out Forager. Yeah, I can imagine that must have took so long, not just to grind it out, but to actually edit it down as well. Yeah, you're right. Doing news videos is easier because you read the patch notes and, but to be honest, mate, when it comes to Brighter Shores, I don't even bother to do news videos because I know you'll do a better one. So I just think, if you want to see news, go to Brighter Shores Central's channel because I'm not even going to try. But yeah, you're right. It is quicker and easier. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to content creation, doing the... I should be harvesting these hogberries as well, shouldn't I? Can I do those? I can. But yeah, when it comes to content creation, like, I prefer, like, the guides and the progress videos, the let's plays, the room lock videos. I prefer those as content creation, but they are a huge time investment. Like, whereas a news video, like, you can do it in, well, you can read, you can film it in an hour and you can edit it in another couple of hours, as opposed to like a progress video or a let's play video, which is like, I'm gonna say 30 to 50 hours of gameplay plus like 20 to 30 hours of editing. Yeah, I mean, maybe I need to find a more efficient way to edit. What has been your take anyway on the state of the game? I noticed, to be honest, when people were complaining about the game being dead, a couple of months ago, I expected to log in and see a lot less people, but Hopeport is as busy as ever. I noticed Chronopolis is very quiet. So I don't know if it's just people playing free-to-play for now. But yeah, and I tried to chat in Chronopolis and not many people would talk, but I did find someone in Mantaban who would talk to me and they traded with me. So I did my first ever trade, which was pretty cool. How have you found it? Are people still as sociable as ever, or is it a little bit quiet? By the way, don't copy what I'm doing. This is not the most optimum route. Like, I should be taking the highest level stuff from each room, but because I'm chatting away, I'm just doing this in the background. And we're about to get a foraging level, actually, which will be nice. I really wish there was a deposit all button here, rather than having to click every single thing individually like this. So you said it's been better because there's been new quests added, and there's trading. Yeah, so people are coming back to check out the new quests and to check out trading. I feel like, I mean, I've only just tried it now. It doesn't seem like there's a real economy going yet, or like a meta, unless there's somewhere else in the game other than Chronopolis or Hopeport where people are trading. But I haven't seen it like an economy developing yet. I feel like something else needs to happen to drive people to want to buy and sell gear or supplies. But I bet people are logging on to check it out and see what it looks like, and people are definitely coming back to see the new quests. We need bossing content and combat rework too. Yeah, we do. So combat rework, it was good actually. I liked how they improved it, but it was just a small step in the right direction. We need special attacks, which they've always said are coming. I mean, you can see the empty slot in the bar where they're going to do it. So that's been planned from the start. And then bossing. Oh, there we go. 40 foraging. That's nice. But yeah, there's the bossing just, you know, it makes it more fun, especially when you get like rare drops and stuff. It's just a good challenge. So they're going to have to add that. I mean, we've got quest bosses, so it's not that big a leap to then add like repeatable bosses. In fact, they talked about that on the live stream, didn't they? They did say they were looking, or they consider making the latest quest boss repeatable for like loot and whatever. So yeah, it will come. And yeah, combat rework too. Maybe. Problem is, I don't know what they're prioritizing. I think they're flip-flopping depending on what the community want. But the problem is, you don't always get feedback from everyone in the community. Sometimes you get feedback from a vocal few, a vocal minority. So I'd rather they just crack on, you know, whether it's putting another episode out, whether it's combat rework, whether it's bossing. Just, it doesn't really matter what order they do it in for me. But it will all come in time. Yeah, we need a trade chat. That's a good shout, actually. If you had like a chat room, just like here, like, you know, when you go to your friends, I'm just going to use you as an example, right? So if I send a direct message, it won't work because you've got it turned off, but your name appears here. If you had another room here that was like trade chat, that would be really nice, wouldn't it? That'd be really cool, actually. Yeah, they could do that. I guess it's not, they don't have chat rooms yet in the game, but it's not that hard to implement. You know, like if you like World of Warcraft or EVE Online, or I'm sure lots of other games as well, you get like a new player chat that you're added to when you join the game. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that, yeah, they could implement that for Brighter Shores, but you could have the same mechanic for a trade chat, couldn't you? So what, oh, we got a knowledge point as well. So what are you currently grinding at the moment? If I look at your stats, can I look at your... Oh, I have to go to the leaderboards, don't I, to do that. So if I go here, can I click on... Oh no, compare, here you go. Right, you're Shores Central, aren't you? You're not... Oh, because I've misspelled your name, that's why. Is it case sensitive? Right, let's have a look at your Hopeport levels then. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Is this me, or is this you? Shores Central. Right, so you are 500... Oh, so you literally just got 6 Fisher levels to go and then you're done. That's exciting, isn't it? That's really cool. But how long do you think that's going to take? Because getting from level 494 to 500 is a lot of XP, isn't it? I shudder to think. For me, like just getting 50s I'm happy with for now. Well, I'll get a bit more than 50s because for room locked, I'll need... Well, they've added some more rooms now, but when I calculated it, it was like 60-ish in each profession. to unlock all the rooms. And for the quests here, I'm going to need to go up to like 60 for Lost and Found, 70 for Missing Fisherman. You reckon only 5 to 6 hours to get from level 594 to 600? Sorry, 494 to 600. Really? I thought it would be take longer than that. Oh, great. Are you staying up tonight to do it? Or are you going to finish it tomorrow? It's going to be pretty late. 6 hours time. I'm not streaming for 6 hours. Oh, I'd love to see it though. Right, we'll put all this stuff back in here, and then we're going to do some foraging. Not foraging, alchemy. And then we can start this quest. I'm really confused why it says 40 to 49, because I think I need like 47. So I think I'll start the quest and then get halfway through and then need to train, but we will see. Fishing is really fast. Really? Man, I wanted to train fishing on my other two characters. Oh, I've gone to the wrong place. Yeah, on my other two characters, I beelined 37 fishing, is it? Let's have a quick look. Is it special? 39 fishing to get lobster pots so I could passively get fishing experience. But on this account, I never did. And it just feels so slow trying to get fishing. But the curve does change, doesn't it? Like, it changes at level 20, it changes at level 50 or 70, and then I think it changes a lot after like level 200. So yeah, it's not consistent. Right, let's go see what alchemy we can do. It's all going to depend on the ingredients we have. We only need 1 2/3 of a level, and we've already got a knowledge point as well. I mean, we could just keep foraging and use the knowledge points in alchemy, but I'm hoping there's something useful we can make. Still more heal potions will be useful when it comes out. 30% healing potions I think we can't make, can we? I think we need higher foraging levels, right? Yeah, we need vibrant wall plants and green kelp, which we don't have. So, I mean, we always need XP potions, don't we? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that's episode 5 ingredients. You can get episode 5 ingredients, can't you? I think it's from chests. There is a way to like get episode 5 ingredients at the moment in the game, but it's like really, really, really slow. Right, we're gonna make these Chronopolis potions because I think we've got a load of pearls and a load of grapes. I'm hoping. We'll see. We don't have that many. Okay, well, we'll use what we've got. Because the grapes are a contract. I think I did already use most of mine for training already. Let's see. See how far we can get. So, Shores Central, have you seen a lot of other content creators around? I know a lot of people kind of dropped off or took a break like I did. Are those people still going strong, or do you not really talk to them as much these days? I think it's going to be... I mean, obviously launch was really busy. And it was busy for a good, I'd say 2 or 3 months after launch. And I think it's going to go through a quiet period now, or it has been a quiet period for the past 6 months. And I think it's going to continue to be quiet for maybe another... Maybe not 6 months, 3 to 6 months, I'd say. And then I think there's going to be a big pickup again. It depends when they launch the new big pieces of content. But my hope is, we build a foundation now. And in, 2-3 years' time, we're going to be in a really good place for the long, the long game, as it were. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not surprised, Shore Central, because, if you look at the videos, you can see the views drop off. And, when you're investing dozens and dozens of hours into each video, it is hard to then continue to make more. So a lot of people said, you know what? I'm going to go, like me, I'm going to go make RuneScape videos for 3 months or 2 months, and then I'll come back. So I think a lot of people have done the same thing. I think a lot of them will be back. I mean, I could have made, guides on the new quests and all this stuff. But to be honest, I'd rather you know, wait until there's a piece of content I'm really excited about, like Room Locked. Room Locked is fun. I really enjoy that. So, you know, I'll do that as a show the progress in the next episode, and probably we might finish next episode, but I think it's probably going to be 2 episodes time. We'll have the big finale, at least for Hopeport. So that's something I'm excited about. So I want to make content on that. I don't want to make content about a new quest that's come out that I could just do on stream and show everyone and just kind of experience it live, rather than, I don't want to kind of do it offline and make a video on it. That feels, I don't know, it's just not what I'm interested in. So yeah, I'm trying to do sort of quality over quantity really with the Brighter Shores stuff. Because one, you know, if I turn the game into a job and play it even when I don't feel like it, then you know, it's going to come through in the videos. And also, I think if you know, people are going to get fatigue as well. If I'm making a video for every single quest, people are going to say, oh, well, actually, I'd rather just have seen you do it on stream. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. So, I'm still going to be majoring on the RuneScape videos. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing quite a few more Brighter Shores videos. I think my next one, my one this week will probably be, depends how quickly I can get the Brighter Shores footage done, but I think this week will probably be another RuneScape Leagues, which is actually getting really exciting because we're getting some really cool bossing and drops now. And then the week after, I'm hoping, will be the Room Locked Brighter Shores. Do you, will I be doing a sailing series? I mean, I probably would. When sailing comes out, I tried the sailing beta, not the last one, the one before. I did a video on that, and I didn't like it. You know, I started off really excited. I thought, oh yeah, new skill, it's going to be great. And by the end, I was so bored. And part of it was I was actually really quite ill when I was filming it, so I wasn't in the best of moods anyway. But I just really didn't enjoy it. But it was very early days, and they've taken on a lot of feedback. Like, also when I did it, like, sea combat wasn't in the game. Like, loads of stuff wasn't in the beta that I did. So yeah, I did that video. But the latest beta I didn't even do because I didn't want to repeat all the same stuff I did in the previous beta. You felt the same. Okay, well, I think a lot of people did. So I think they're going back and they're fixing a lot of things, which I'd rather they do. I mean, when the skill comes out, I think it will be good. I just think there could have been a lot of other options that would have been better, but because sailing was a meme, lots of people voted for it, and so that's what happened. So yeah, but it will still be good. I'm still looking forward to it. So I'll definitely be doing sailing in the game, and no doubt I'll be filming it. I'm not going to do a road to 99 sailing, no way. Like, sailing is not going to be my first 99, I'm pretty sure. I'm not that far off 99 Magic, actually. But yeah, I will definitely be showing it in videos. It depends what content there is to show, really. Certainly the quests and things like that I'll show. So, how much RuneScape are you playing then? Because you're obviously doing a lot of Brighter Shores still. Are you doing like a 2-monitor thing? To be honest, I'd love to do RuneScape on one screen and Brighter Shores on the other. But because I'm always recording when I'm doing one or the other, I can't do that because I'll pick up the audio from the other one. So, I mean, I guess I could fire up a laptop, but that feels a bit over the top. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Brighter Shores is quite a good game to have in a second window, to be honest. But yeah, I'm also, you know, there's RuneScape 3 leagues coming out, which I'm tempted to try, because I did get into RuneScape through RuneScape 3. So it'd be interesting to see what that looks like. There's obviously going to be old school RuneScape leagues at the end of the year, plus, you know, I think there's the sailing, and there's quite some big updates coming this year and next year. So, oh, Matadorian, hey dude! He just came and waved and left. Oh, is he? Let me see if we can grab him. Are you in the chat, Matadorian? Are you watching the stream, or are you just finding me in game? Let me find him. There he is. Yeah, so there's so much to cover, and then there's all the Brighter Shores drops as well. Oh, you are here, Matadorian. Good to see you, mate. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's so good to be back. So RuneScape 3, I just say they're completely different games. So don't go into RuneScape 3 expecting old school, and don't go into old school expecting RuneScape 3. RuneScape 3 is, you know, fast forward, get to the end game. It's a little bit like WoW in that sense. Get to the end game, and then all the content starts. Not quite, but almost. And that is a bit of a shame, because there's a lot of content you effectively skip, because you just zoom past it. Whereas, you know, old school is much more measured and slower paced. But yeah, RuneScape 3, I mean, my goal is to fight and beat every boss in RuneScape 3, which I'm quite a way into. But Raziel is a pain. I tried to do him at launch. I beat him in the quest, but man, I got so frustrated trying to beat him outside the quest, I gave up. Yeah, I recommend it. What I tend to do before Brighter Shores came out is I would play one game, RuneScape 3 or old school, and then when it started to get old or I started to get burnt out, you just switch to the other one, because the games are so different. You can do that and it feels fresh, and you're still making progress towards your goals. And there's enough crossover as well, like you still pick up things that are helpful for the other game, like little tidbits, not everything, but little things like, you know, what quests to prioritize and things like that can be helpful. And a lot of like for example, Wild Gothic Sleeps is a quest they've added to old school RuneScape that comes from RuneScape 3. So like you can get a little bit of foresight into what they might be adding to the game in future as well. So yeah, highly recommend it. Old school is my favorite at the moment. But that can change. But they're both good and they're nice for a change. And I think if you're not recording, I mean, maybe I could find a way to do it while recording, but if you can have Bright Shores on one screen and RuneScape on the other, that will be the perfect combo, in my opinion. Yeah. Anyway, how have you been, Matadorian? How's things going? It's been a while. Everything okay with you? You still enjoying Brighter Shores? Oh, I've run out of empty bottles, really? Let's buy a load then. There we go. Splash the cash. Why not, hey? Oh, I'm nearly at 2 gold. I'd be interested to see how much gold you've got, Shore Central. I bet it's a lot more than 2. You got platinum or something by now, I would have thought. You've almost got all the quests done. Nice. Yeah, same. Like I was grinding to do Brannoff Inheritance, and because for both Chef and Alchemist you need much higher fishing and foraging levels, and even gatherer levels, I just kind of burned out. So that's why I just took a bit of a break. Also, I've got the Runelock series I was working on as well, but similar, you know, it's been quite challenging when you're only confined to certain rooms, and it was getting really slow, so I just took a little break. You know, there's no point forcing yourself. It's nice to come back fresh. Like, it felt so good to come back to the game today. So yeah, I'm really happy with that kind of method of taking your time. But yeah, I'm interested to see if we can do Herbalist Hurdle today. If we hit 40 alchemy, maybe. But I don't know. I think something's going to stop us. It says 40 to 49 in the quest log, but I don't think that's true. I think you need a higher level than 40. Right, can I make this? Probably not. Oh, I actually could, technically. From combat. I don't think I've got those ingredients in the bank already, though, so I'd have to go in. Oh, I do! I've got higher level stuff. So I've got 6 of these. Is this what we need? I don't even know. I've already forgotten. View recipe. Oh no, I need the tongs and I need the gritty mine dust. Oh, so I've got the level above that, haven't I? Oh, why do I always do that? You're just fishing and forager left for missing fishermen. Oh, cool. So that's like level 70, isn't it? Then it's... Oh, hang on. Yeah, 60 to 69. So what are you doing? Are you getting 69 fishing and 69 forager, or are you just getting 60? Oh, I see. I don't have the tongue. It's just it shows the tongue there. That's kind of annoying. Right, so I don't have the ingredients for that. We might be resorting to doing foraging using knowledge points. I think that's the way this is going to go. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. Let me just check if I can make Hope Forest potions. Oh, I've got one Hailberry, so not really. I mean, I could buy the ingredients, to be fair. Should we just do foraging? We're going to need the foraging anyway. Let's just do some foraging, right? And we're gonna take an XP potion. Only one? We're going to take one for now. And then we're going to use knowledge points. We need, I think, 5 knowledge points. We've already got 1.5. We're going to need 5 to hit level 40 alchemy, I think. The wiki says 68 foraging, 66 fishing. Yeah, that's what gets me, right? So it says 60 to 69 fishing. And I think that's to give you an idea of the level you need roughly without telling you. Because if it said 68 fishing, you could then go and say, oh, it's going to need me to catch... Well, actually, that doesn't work, does it? A grey herring, or like, if it was 62 fishing, that's going to need me to catch a flowery flounder. And it would give stuff away. But the... yeah, I don't really know. So I'm going to get 40 in Forager and Alchemist and see what happens. But I'm guessing I'm going to need slightly higher levels. So you're an Iron Man. So you gave it a chance as an Iron Man on RS3. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I do think the best way to play the game is actually as a Bronze Man rather than Iron Man, which is what I do on my old school account. But you can... when you're just starting the game, like, it can be really tough, right? It's better... I think it's good to have a main and then an iron or a bronze as a second account. So what I do is my main in RuneScape 3 makes a load of money, and then I use that to buy bonds. So I'm not paying for a subscription. I did pay for a subscription initially to get my levels up because that was better. But after that, I just use bonds to renew it. And then that funds my old school account because the accounts are linked. So I have a main on RS3, which earns bonds. That funds my membership, which then has an alternate account in old school RuneScape, which is a Bronze Man, which I'll explain in a minute. And then that isn't about making money, that's just about playing the game. And similarly, I've got a second account, which is a main in old school RuneScape, so I can make money in that, and I can buy bonds to then pay for membership for the linked RS3 account, which is actually, it is an Iron Man. But I do prefer being a Bronze Man, because an Iron Man, you are locked out of the GE completely. You can't trade, which means that you, like, if you get duplicate items from like bosses and whatever, they're worthless to you. It's an absolute waste of time. It's really frustrating. And also, like, you know, if you need to get materials, like, you've proven you can do it once, do you really need to go and grind stuff out again and again? Like, you've already shown you can do it. Why do a really boring grind over and over when you've already done it and shown you can do it consistently? So at that point, once you've unlocked an item once, you can then buy it from the GE. So a Bronze Man, they're only allowed to sell, they can sell anything, but they're only allowed to buy stuff they've already got in the game. They've like unlocked it. But the problem with being a Bronze Man is you have to have a strong degree of self-control to make sure you stick to those rules. But yeah, I highly recommend being a Bronze Man. Like, I guess it's going to be the same in Brighter Shores. You know, once trading gets going, you could be a Bronze Man, but again, you'd have to be self-controlled. But yeah, I mean, this account's going to be a main anyway, and Iron Rocket's going to be a lone wolf. But yeah, I think Bronze Man playstyle probably will come to this game eventually. And the reason I created a Bronze Man in old school was actually a mistake. I meant to click Iron Man, and I didn't realise that when I created the account, or when I finished the tutorial, I didn't realise that was the point at which you were supposed to do it, and I accidentally didn't click it. And then I created this account thinking it was a Iron Man, and it wasn't. And I realised after like 30 hours or something that it wasn't an Iron Man. I thought, oh, I'm not going to go back and recreate an account again. And then I realized I could play as a bronze man because I've not done any trading up to that point anyway. And it's a much better way to play. I mean, I take it to quite an extreme. I don't really even buy supplies either. There was one thing where I was getting Saradomin brews, and I got like 10 or something before the stream to do a big quest. And then I wanted to make sure we do it on stream, so I bought another 10, which is in the bronze man rules. You can buy whatever you can buy anything you've already got in the game once. So I used it for that. Other than that, and actually I never even used those brews on the stream. But other than that, I've never bought anything on my bronze man, so I could be an iron in that respect. But it's just so nice to be able to sell stuff I get. Like I'm doing Barrows grinds, and I'm getting so many of the same item. I'm just selling it all, which is really handy. You know, even if you don't use it in the game, you can use it to buy bonds and just save yourself some real life money. My bronze man is an old school RuneScape. On RS3, I created an Iron Man. But if do you know what? If I went back to RuneScape 3 to play it like a lot, I might actually just create another account as a bronze man. But yeah, it's not like an official game mode you can select. It's just rules you keep yourself to. In old school RuneScape on RuneLite, there is a plugin you can get for bronze man. I never got it because the rules are simple. As long as you can stick to them, it's fine. But you can have a plugin that will like literally stop you from using the GE. But to me, like, it's all about self-control. You can always turn the plugin off at the end of the day. But yeah, it's not something Jagex have put in. You can't actually select a bronze man. I don't think they'll do it in Brighter Shores either. They'll do, you know, you've got, is it called a clan member? I think I'm a clan member. Is that what it's called? Can I see my account? I think you can only see it in the login screen. But yeah, this account is like a trading clan member. So like a normal account, a main. And then you can be a lone wolf, which is essentially an Iron Man. I kind of feel like they should have just called it Iron Man. Because everyone knows that's what it is. But they like to be different, don't they, in Brighter Shores? Which I do get. Like, the last thing they want is to be accused of stealing things from RuneScape. But Iron Man isn't just a RuneScape thing. It's a general gaming thing. You tried the archaeology skill in RuneScape 3. Really? That's interesting. So when I tried RuneScape 3 on free-to-play, I tried the archaeology skill, and I loved it so much. I hit level 20, and I thought, I'm going to pay for membership. And that is what got me into RuneScape, was archaeology. Because I don't know how you did it. If you're just like, you know, checking the different sites and just... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Did I just spend a knowledge point? Oh, no, I didn't. Good. I should have done this before. Right, drink that. Spend this on alchemy. So yeah, if you were just grinding like the artifacts, then yeah, I can see how that got boring. But there's like puzzles and like a whole story to unlock and like mystery at every archaeology site, which I found really compelling. And that's what got me into it. There's 39 alchemy. We're really close to 40 now. It's good. So yeah, I got membership just to do more archaeology. But the funny thing is, once I got membership, I didn't touch archaeology. I think it was the last skill that I maxed, or one of anyway. Because there was so much else to do. Like, membership unlocks so much stuff. So I just went and enjoyed the rest of the game, which is really ironic, because the whole reason I did it was to do archaeology. But yeah, I loved it. But people are different, you know. Yeah, I mean, the necromancy is really good in RuneScape 3. It's in my opinion, everything RuneScape 3 combat should have been. But you know, it's very different to most games. I think the magic, they have improved it now actually. I haven't even tried the other combat styles since they changed it. But magic, ranged and melee were a bit clunky. I mean, old school combat's fine because it's meant to be, quotes, clunky. It's old school. But it was the way it was done in RuneScape 3 just wasn't good. But necromancy was really well designed. It'll be interesting to see how they implement the different combat styles. Well, not combat styles, you know, the special attacks and stuff in Brighter Shores, because I think they also need to make the classes more distinct. You know, the Cryo Knight and the Hammer Mage and the Guardian. I think they've got to do more work there to make them feel different. And I guess the special attacks will show that. But it can't just be, you know, every 30 seconds you get a cooldown on like something that hits a bit harder. They need to do something. I'm not saying like a WoW or RuneScape 3 style ability system. I don't necessarily want that. But I think combat's got to look a little bit less like you're just watching a cutscene. But it'll get there. It will get there. I should have checked actually. I'm interested to see who is streaming Brighter Shores on Twitch at the moment. Because, well, one, I need to get used to doing raids and sending people over. But also two, yeah, I'm just interested to see. Because, to be honest, I don't really watch Twitch. I'm a big YouTube person. I don't really understand how it works.
Okay, so let me
Oh, sorry. I just clicked on Twitch to see, but it's going to be noisy, so I won't do that. Otherwise, you'll hear it all. I'll check that later. It's fine. I don't have to check it now. Who was that? Just laughing. Was that Matadorian again? Who was doing a laughing face? Oh, it was you. You're here. Hello. How do I... These emojis still always get to me. 2,110. Look at that. What's my total level? 645. Oh, it's nice to see you, mate. Hang on. Why are you here? You should be fishing. Oh, he has. He's gone back to fishing now. He just came to say hello. There he is. Look. I'm glad you got friends to fish with as well. This is nice. How do I do it? Applause? There we go. I really hate these emoticons. I really do. They don't, they take so much immersion out for me. But having said that, I will use them. There you go. I mean, it is useful, right? When people like speak different languages and stuff, it is good. It's smart game design. Oh, look, the potatoes have respawned. That's good. So yeah, it's smart game design, but it just feels kind of awkward. I guess the problem is if they make the emoticons like more themed, like more medieval style, they won't be as recognizable. So it's going to be hard to convey like emotions or whatever. Yeah, I guess that's it. So yeah, I don't know how you solve that. It's not a big deal. It's just something that maybe I was just showing my age that I don't like emoticons. I don't know. Right, so where do we even start this quest actually? Herbalist Hurdle. Talking to Maeve. Maeve? Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. In the critical care ward. Okay, we can do that. Where are we at with knowledge points? Okay, so we're 30% there. So we just need... What do we need? 3 more, I think? Maybe 4. I think 3. I'm hoping 3. If we get close with getting 3 knowledge points, I think we will just buy some ingredients to... in fact, we don't even need to buy ingredients. We've got loads of ingredients here. We'll just make a few quick potions to get us over the level. It's a good point, actually. So, what is it? No, it can't be fear potions. So, using hope port ingredients, I think the best potion I can make now is this one, Strength Crayone. So, I need to focus on the water lilies and the starfish, really. That's good to know. I mean, I'm not sure what the XP difference is in making the higher level potions versus the low level ones. Yeah, I'd like to make the highest level ones that I can. And I'm picking up these potatoes because they're really good for cooking training. And I'm going to have a big cooking grind ahead of me for the Brannoff quests. I'm going to ignore these shells because they're so low level. They level up pretty soon. Oh no, it's level... Is it level 877 before they level up? I thought they leveled up soon. No, it's level 77, so I'm just going to ignore the shells for a long while. Because they're just not worth getting. These ingredients are more valuable. Instead, we'll go and get the starfish from next door. The other thing I'd like to see them add is a shift click to walk. So like when you queue stuff like this by shift clicking, I'd like to be able to queue, say, okay, when you've done that, shift click over here to walk. At the moment, if I shift click there, it does nothing. I'd like to shift click and say, when I've finished harvesting that, run straight over there. I wonder how the other limited accounts are doing. Like there's Cabbage Man, he did his, what was it? Was it an inventory? He played the game with an inventory full of cabbages, or no, it wasn't full. There was like one slot free or something, I think it was. I have to double check. He did a good series. And then there was like a skill locked series where they had to max out a room before moving to another room. So like max out, for example, fishing, and get like the max level kelp from East Beach before moving to another room. So they didn't have to max it, sorry, but you had to get, what was it? Like 200 and... I'm on the wrong skill there. Did you guys see that series? The guy who needs to get 200 and... Oh, where is it? It was something like that. I can't remember. Where's the kelp? Silver kelp, 161. I think that's the highest kelp. So to get 161 foraging just from kelp here in East Beach before they moved on to somewhere else. And they basically had to max out, get the highest level, highest tier resource in every room before moving on. I mean, that's a big old grind. I wonder how many of those series got completed. I think they're still ongoing. Yeah, you saw that as well. Yeah, cool. I don't have the patience for that. I haven't taken that on. Like Room Locked is, I think, a really nice challenge for me because it's a good challenge. You know, you're stuck in each room and you can't move to another room without getting a certain number of levels. But it's like achievable and it's not like a soul destroying grind really. Like anyone could do Room Locked. So that's why I picked that. But yeah, these big grinds, and all the people who race to 500, like, I'd quite like to finish the monument like Shore Central did, but other than that, like, I'm not fixated on doing like a huge grind. I'd rather take it slow and spread my professions out. It's just the way I am. Maybe I'm just lazy, you know. That's probably it. I'm thinking I can get these nettles. I think I can get them on my other account. The monument is a lie. Yeah, I know. I felt for Shore Central so much when you completed that, and I saw your video. They said they were going to implement a reward for that eventually, but they just didn't think people would complete it that quickly, so they didn't implement it yet. Have they still not implemented any kind of reward? I don't think they have they? I haven't heard about it. I mean, it will be worth doing because there will be a reward eventually. But yeah. I'm just going to get it when I'm training, foraging anyway. Like, because I need to get high level foraging. And I'll just use the monument pieces as a way to train, and I'll hand them in as I get them, just to complete the monument at the same time and get some money. So, you know. Right, halfway there to a knowledge point now. It's good going. Oh, sorry, I don't want the shells, Joe. I want the starfish. I might have to go check on my baby because she is really crying. I'm sure my wife's with her, but I might just see if they need some help. I'll get these starfish. Right. Oh, I don't want to talk to him. I'll get these, and then I'm going to go check on my baby. I'll be back in just a minute. I'll just check if my wife's okay. Yeah, my wife's on top of things. It's just the baby is very, very stubborn. I don't know where she gets that from, but she is very stubborn. So she doesn't want to go to sleep. So she is causing an absolute riot. So I apologize if that comes through on the stream. But, you know, that's life, isn't it? Okay, the starfish have respawned, which is nice. We can use those. And lotuses we need as well for the alchemy training. I wonder how many we've already got in the bank. That would be interesting to see. Because if we've got enough in the bank, we could just get 40 alchemy now. But, yeah. I need to keep reminding myself, I need the foraging levels anyway. I need the potatoes anyway for cooking. And I will get the knowledge points from doing the foraging to then get 40 alchemy anyway, so. I think the long game is, unless you're buying stuff from other players, which is now a legit thing you could do. In fact, sure, Central's here. He could sell me all his foraging ingredients for my alchemy training. But if that's the way you want to play, you could do that. But if you're not doing that, like me, then it's better to prioritize the supply skills, you know, the foraging, the fishing, the gathering, all that stuff. Because you need, you know, to do a level 30 alchemy potion, you need like 80 foraging to get the ingredients for it. Which is a really strange design choice. Like, again, if you go back to like RuneScape, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the skills requirements are roughly the same level. Like, so for mining and smithing, to get adamant ore, you need like, I think 60 mining. Oh no, 70 mining, I think maybe. Can't remember off the top of my head. And to smith adamant bars, you need 70 smithing. So it's the same level. But in Brighter Shores, you need more than double the production level in order to gather the raw ingredients. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just an interesting thing, you know? So my point is, the gathering skills, whether it's gather, forage, fish, mine, they're all, and even maybe, is leatherworker a gatherer skill? Not really. But yeah, all those things are the priority, I think. Certainly if you're a lone wolf. But even if you're not, I think it's a good idea to prioritize those. I should have took a hope pot potion before I made all those potions, you know. I didn't think. So what we'll do is we'll get 200 knowledge points. Oh, sorry, 200%, 2 knowledge points. And then we'll teleport back. We'll get a knowledge potion. We'll spend the points. And then I think we'll just get the last bit of experience from using these ingredients we've just picked up. I think that'll get us there, to be honest. And between streams, I think I am going to do my passive skilling in alchemy as well. Because if we're going to need... What are we going to need? Well, fisherman needs 60 to 69 forager and fishing. Which I reckon we can get that actively. Why can I shift click on the fisherman? That is interesting. Or on Peclarin. I didn't know I could shift click on people. Yeah, Brannoff Inheritance needs 60 alchemy. Or 50 to 59. So that's what I'm going to prioritize. Get in that ready. The cooking, I don't think should be too bad. I think that's probably one of the faster ones to train because you can use the bounties. Like if you're not using cooking bounties, what are you doing? It's the same, you know, it's like the merchanting. Like the way to do merchanting is with those bounties essentially. In fact, is there even any other way to skill merchanting? I guess passively you can. But yeah, it's just so much faster to use the bounties. So I'll do bounties for cooking, I'll do passive for alchemy, and then I'll actively train foraging and fishermen. And I think pretty soon we'll be ready to take on all the Hopeport quests. Certainly these next two, and maybe the missing fisherman. It'll take a little bit longer, but it should be fine, you know. Foraging and fishermen are okay. I mean, I've got, what was that, 140 foraging on my other account? And fishing, you know, is pretty quick to train as well. According to Shore Central, anyway. We'll see. I do like these raccoons. I still contest, if you remember back in the early days, I said they should add a profession for like taming or trapping animals. Because there's so many little animals like this in the game. Little raccoons, especially in Hope Forest. Little squirrels, you know, little rabbits, whatever. And it would be so cool to train them or trap them. Either have like a little animal companion or like trap them and use the furs or something. They should add that. They've already got all the little sprites in the game. So have it as like an episode 5 or probably an episode 6 profession. Trapping. Trapping or training. Or trapping or animal training. That's my vote. And you know, with the buildings, this is the big thing I go on about, right? You could have a really nice combination of professions because you've got the building skill coming in episode 5, which will be interesting to see how that works. Now imagine, right, an episode 6, animal focused episode of like farming and trapping or taming or both, you know. Because what you could do is you could build little pens with your building skill or build like little farm, and then you could have trapping animals or training animals to keep them as like pets or like farm animals or like a zoo even. I mean, that's getting out there a bit, but you could do. And it'd be so good. It'd be such a good gameplay loop. Like, I really hope that Fen Research hear about this because I think it's a really, really good idea. I'm so on board for it. Like, use your build skill to build farmland, pens, that kind of thing. Trap animals, train animals. You could have animal husbandry. Like you buy 2 cows at market and then you use them to breed more. Or maybe you don't even breed them, but you just get milk from them or leathers or whatever. You know, it'd be a bit hard to like keep getting leathers off the same cow, but certainly milk you get. So yeah, I'm a massive proponent of either all these are separate skills or a combination of these skills, which would be construction already exists, animal husbandry, trapping, taming, and farming. Oh, I'd love it. I mean, they're going to put farming in the game. I'm sure at some point in this MMO, farming will be a thing. Just the game lends itself to it. You know, it's a chill game. They've already got kind of like a mechanic for timed stuff. Like you've got your ventures here. Farming would essentially be a venture. It's just very much Gower style to do farming. Yeah. Oh, I'd love it. I'd love it so much. I'm super hyped for it. It doesn't exist. No one's talked about it, but I'm calling it. Farming is coming into Bright Shores. 100%. I'm going to say episode 6 might be a little bit optimistic. I'm going to say episode 7 is farming. Which is probably like 2 years away, to be fair, but you know, I'll wait for it. I'm there for farming every day. Oh, 41 foraging, look at that. It's not what we're here for, but we'll take it. I mean, what profession would you like to see most, if you could think of anything? Because, I mean, if you look at RuneScape, how many skills are there? I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm going to guess about 26. Or maybe there's less than that. Yeah, let's say 26, right? Now, Bright Shores, or ignoring combat, Bright Shores has 7, 11, 14. Actually, it's not really fair to ignore combat because about 5 of the RuneScape skills are combat. But anyway, 14 if you include combat. So, in another, say it's going to be 3 or 4 per episode, right? So let's say an average of 3.5 per episode. 4 episodes time, that's going to be another 14. So we'll already be at 28 professions at that point. So if I was them, I'd be worried about running out of ideas. But I guess, the world's your oyster, right? You can do, look at, I don't think they're ever going to do it again, but they've got Forager and Gatherer, which are basically the same profession. And they got a lot of negative feedback about that, and they said they're not going to do that again. So you can't just have a re-skinned copy of the same profession. They won't do that. But there's lots of tweaks you could do. Look at the real world, right? For examples, there's countless professions in the real world. They could take that as an example. But so I'm sure they'll find ideas and solutions. But yeah, I would struggle. After 7 or 8 episodes, I would struggle to come up with more professions. I'm sure they'll do it. But yeah, I'm putting it out there. Bright Shores, you can use that for free. Fen research, farming, animal training, trapping. Do it. Please do it. It'd be so good. Animal husbandry, keep forgetting that one. The last 3, there's a lot of overlap in those last 3. Trapping, animal taming, and husbandry. But maybe you wouldn't do them all. But yeah, you could do some mix. Or combine them all into one unit. I do also have a secret that I've been keeping very close to my chest. That's just burning a little hole inside me that I really want to share. But I'm not sure how people will react to it. Which is, I kind of want to try World of Warcraft. It's the ultimate game that's like a meme. And when I was a kid, it came out. And I played the free trial on, I think, my mum's computer or something. But my computer couldn't run it. And I remember when my computer broke, I'd saved up a load of money, and my dad was like, oh, well, if you save up money, I'll put some money towards it as well. And between us, I was getting a new computer. And I remember I spec'd it so that it would run World of Warcraft because I really wanted to try it. At this point, I didn't even factor in the fact there was a subscription, which my dad probably wouldn't have paid for. But I just said, right, Dad, please can it run this game? And when he tried to spec it out, he said, oh, sorry, we can't afford that. Maybe that was a ploy from him, so he wouldn't have to pay for a World of Warcraft subscription, I don't know. But I never got to play it. I missed my chance. And now I kind of want to do it. Thing is, there's so much good stuff, right? There's Brighter Shores, there's RuneScape, there's old school RuneScape, there's RuneScape 3. There's a lot of other good games as well that kind of got in my Steam library. And I've got a load of games for free from Epic that are in my Epic library. So we'll just go full screen, actually. I just realised we're not in full screen. Yes, there's a lot of games there as well. So I'm spoiled for choice. So I don't really have a reason to go and play World of Warcraft now. But I am kind of tempted. And I did try the demo. Or not the demo, but you can play for free up to level 20. I did try that. And I did record it. So I think I will put an episode out just showing people what I did. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's something people want to watch. Maybe I'll just do it in my spare time, and I don't really have the spare time to do it, but it's something I'd like to try. But yeah, I want to try everything. There's not enough time in the day to do all these things. But I'd be interested to know what people think. Again, you can have Brighter Shores on one stream and WoW on the other. You can have 3 screens, RuneScape on one, Brighter Shores, and WoW. That would be the ideal. But yeah, maybe I've got to be a bit realistic. No, we don't want these flowers, do we? No, we just want the potatoes from here. What are we on? 152. So, Yeah, we'll get to 200%, and then we will teleport up to the top and take a potion and cash in the knowledge points. Did we only get 1% for that? Surely not. How much do we get for this lily? Oh, it is only 1% per gather. Okay, so we're still looking at another... After this run, it's going to be another 40 gathers. So 2 more runs, and then we should have... Or 1 and a bit. And then we should have the knowledge points we need. I mean, do any of you guys play WoW? A lot of people in the chat, and generally that I've met in Bright Shores, played RuneScape. Most of them still do today. Some of them used to play it, but don't anymore. But there's not as much overlap with Bright Shores and WoW. I don't know if many people in Bright Shores have played WoW. It's a very different game in a lot of regards. Did you see as well in the stream, Gower mentioned that the game, he was very honest. He said, look, you can tell when you look at the game from the aesthetic and the tiles and the big UI, you can tell it was designed to be compatible with mobile and tablet. He said at some point, their game plan is to make it a mobile accessible as well, just like RuneScape did, which works fine, right? RuneScape 3 and Old School are very playable on mobile. I would say there's certain things I can't do on mobile. Like the bossing is tough for some bosses, but some people can do it. But a lot of the game is fine. And it's not been to the detriment of the people playing on PC either. So it does work to have a mobile and PC support. And why not? If it gets more support for the game and gets it out there, do it. So Gower has said for Brighter Shores, the plan has always been, although it's primarily designed for PC, it will be available on mobile. My point is, when they do that, are they gonna cater specifically for mobile play? I don't think there's much in this game at the moment that I would struggle to do on mobile. Like, some of the quest bosses are not necessarily hard. Like, you can always get the levels and then they become easy. But they are... there's some mechanics to them. But you can do that on a mobile, especially with this UI. You could press, to this tile and dodge stuff easily without worrying about fat fingering. So it is possible. But yeah, at the moment, like, this is a game that I can play and chill and watch a film with. But I can't, like, say I'm with my baby and she's like playing in her little playpen or whatever. I mean, normally I'm playing with her, don't get me wrong, but sometimes, it's good for her to learn independent play. So she's off reading a book, or I say reading a book, flicking pages in a book or playing with a doll or whatever. And I'm just like scrolling on my phone. I sound like a really bad parent then. I am watching her, but you know what I mean. So in those times, if I could just chill with some Brighter Shores while I'm watching her, that would be ideal. But equally, I don't want the game to be only that. I want them to have genuine, like, challenging mechanics and stuff, like the boss fights. You should be rewarded for doing difficult content. Like, there need to be rare drops and mechanically difficult things to make it feel like a sense of achievement. Otherwise, it is, kind of just like you might as well have like what do you call it? Like an auto battler or like an AFK heroes kind of thing. So yeah, I'm in two minds about it. I would like it to come to mobile. That would be pretty cool. But I don't want it to be only mobile focused. Which it won't be, because they make, the Gowers are gamers, they're PC gamers, and this is very much a gamer's game. So when it's fully fleshed out, I think it will be a genuinely challenging PC game. Or have challenging elements. It's meant to be chill, so there'll be chill elements like this. Yeah, no, the future holds so much, really. But yeah, I don't know, would other people be interested in playing on mobile? I reckon so. There's certainly a lot of people out there in general who would be. Out of the current player base, I don't know. There's a lot hardcore PC gamers in the player base. You can tell by the leaderboards, like all those people who race to level 500 straight away, like they're really proper gamers. So are they going to be playing on mobile? Not sure. But I think there are a lot of people who would. This person's 3,800. What total level is that? So total level 3,800. So that's, you get 200, no. If I get 500 in Hopeport, that's 2,000. Okay, actually, yeah. So if you max Hopeport and Hope Forest, your total level 3,500. So yeah, total level and everything is, what's that? 2,000, 8,000, 7,000. So if you see someone who's total level 7,000, they've maxed everything. Which I think must have happened, right? If I look on the leaderboards here, how can I see? I don't want to see my rank. I want to see the leaderboards. I can't remember how to do that. Have a quick look. So if I look at the leaderboards here, I hope this isn't too small for you to see. Oh, here we go. Yeah, total level. How do I see rank 1? Oh, top players. Oh, no one has got 7,000 total level yet? So no one's maxed every episode yet? Really? After, like, what's it been? 9 months? I thought someone would have. I mean, Vorpal is close. But why is Vorpal rank 2 and not rank 1? Who is rank 1? Is it like Andrew Gout? Why does the leaderboard not show rank 1? Does anyone know? That's weird, right? Oh, I should have gone this way first. Why does the leaderboard start at rank 2? I'm so confused. Oh, hang on. Include oh, rank 1 is anonymous. That's weird, isn't it? The rank 1 player who is... Hang on, level 7,598? That's not possible, is it? Oh no, because you have combat as well. Yes, sorry. So 1,500 for Canopolis, 1,500 for Hope Forest, 2,000 for Manzaban, 2,000 for Hope Port, so that's 7,000. Plus combat now goes up to 2,000, does it? So you can get to total level 9,000. Okay. Interesting. So I think this person... Oh, I don't know, actually. They probably haven't maxed all the episodes yet. There's a lot of that is probably still combat level. Why are they anonymous? That's super sus, no? I think that's suspicious. I reckon that's like a dev or someone. I mean, I'm not saying they're cheating. I just mean they played a lot, and because they're a dev, they don't want to steal anyone's thunder, so they've gone anonymous. I could well be wrong, but that's my thinking. In fact, can I even? Oh no, can I see their stats? I can't. Let's look at the combat levels. So who is the top combat level? Mystisalia. Right, there we go. So let's pause that for a moment. Let's go and pick up our potion. And then we will convert this to XP. So yeah, there are quite a few max combat levels now. There's 6 people who are max combat level. We got Mysticalia, Remy Frostheart, Pepperoni, an anonymous player, Binuvan, and Schnazzy. I reckon that anonymous player is this anonymous player. So they've maxed combat, so they're probably just missing an episode somewhere. But no one's maxed everything yet. They're close, but they've not quite done it yet. Oh, I've made a mess now because I should have gone to the Rift first. Right, store all this. Take this. I'll have a Hopeport potion, please. We'll throw these ingredients into the cooking storage. What do you guys think about the banks? A lot of people don't like the banks. I know the storage rifts are good for depositing everything in, but it does take a little while to unlock those. But I don't like where I had to run to 2 different rooms there to throw the stuff in the bank. But I like the idea of it. It's interesting, you know? That, you know, the stuff you need is in the bank in that room. Oh, really? The whole anonymous thing was when leaderboards were implemented. There was a drama, but the community knows who this anonymous person is. Oh, I didn't know this. I completely missed all this. I must have been, I should have been more on it with the keeping up with the Discord and stuff like that. But to be honest, well, actually, I have a history with Discord. So I reluctantly ran a big Eve Echoes corporation. It was a really good corp. I loved the people. But when I started, or quite early on, the leadership of the corporation said, or the alliance said, oh, can you come and get involved? And I said, to be honest, like, I've got, you know, I didn't have a baby at the time, but I was like, I've got a wife and, you know, I don't have a lot of time to give to the game. So I don't really think I could do the role justice. So I said no. And then we got to a point where it was struggling to find people and someone needed to step in. So I ended up, in the end, after a while, long story, leading this alliance, which was, and I think is still to this day, the oldest alliance the oldest corporation in Eve Echoes. I don't think, is it an alliance still? I'm not sure, to be honest. But anyway, it was really good. But the amount of stuff that went on Discord, it wasn't really drama so much. It was just constant pings and stuff going on. And I kind of, I've been kind of put off Discord. Every time I log on Discord now, I get almost anxiety because of the amount of time I spent trying to like moderate it and stay on top of people and help people. It was almost like a job. So now I kind of avoid Discord. So I was really bad with the Brighter Shores Discord because I can't really stomach Discord anymore. It's really put me off. I need these lilies down there. That's what I need. Right. Drink this. Oh, Shores Central might have more insight on who the anonymous person is. I mean, if you do, Shores, let us know. I am intrigued. I'm sure there's a video somewhere. Put that into that. And we'll do the same again. Into that. Oh, we're only halfway there, but I reckon we can make a good go of it using all these lilies we've got. Oh, hang on. I don't need more lilies. I need more starfish. Oh, I need to deposit all. Take the lilies out. Where's the starfish? Take those. Okay. We'll see. See if we can get the level out of this. I think we might. We can make like 80 odd potions. Hopefully that'll be enough. I know it wasn't perfect with the leaderboards, but I think they handled it really well. You know, you've got the original leaderboards when it came out, and then when they like combined combat, you've then got the legacy leaderboards. So it was like frozen. So if you were number 1 or in the top 10 before they changed the way the professions worked, you had that preserved. I think that's really nice. I think that's really respectful towards the players. Like, most of the devs wouldn't have done that. They would have just whacked all the leaderboards together and said, sorry, you were number 1, now you're number 10,000. But the fact they put in legacy leaderboards is really nice, I think. Why does it not change when I show legacy? I'm intrigued. Oh, here you go, because you got watch person, guard. Look at my ranking. I was a rank 4,000 watch person, though. That's not that bad, is it? That's okay. That's respectable. The guard, I was ranked 47,000. I only trained enough combat to get to the next episode. And then I trained watch person up to do the last quest. in Chronopolis. It's funny how much time I've spent in Hopeport recently, given that my favourite episode is Chronopolis. But I think it's because we beelined all the Chronopolis quests to start with. I mean, look, I got much higher levels in Chronopolis than Hopeport. I did everything I could do in Chronopolis, so now I'm spending all my time going back doing the stuff I missed earlier on. But I'm looking forward to getting back there, to be honest. We might actually get another knowledge point as well out of doing all these potions, which I think would definitely get us to the 40 alchemy. People were upset that others were being cheeky by hiding their true level, then unhide and max a skill. Yeah, I guess that's an issue when people are racing, but I feel like you've got to be in it for yourself, really. Like, you shouldn't be looking at other people. You should just be going towards your own goals. I do get it. If you're racing, like, are you going to pull like 48 hours straight of grinding? Well, not if you're already 100 places in front of the next person, 100 levels, and probably not. But if you're neck and neck, you might do that. So I do understand. But it's just not the way my mind works. Because so if people were anonymous, were they not showing on the leaderboard at all originally? Is that how it worked? So you thought you were rank 1, and then somebody anonymized themselves, and suddenly you appeared at rank 2 and this other person overtook you. There was a big protest and all the top players went anonymous. Yeah, okay, Macedonian, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, you go anonymous so you don't appear on the leaderboards and then you surprise people. I mean, I guess if all the people who are racing know that's a thing, then they just all go anonymous and it's not a problem. But yeah, I guess it changes the dynamic somewhat, doesn't it? Before I use all these up, I should take another experience potion. How many do I have? I've got 14. Okay. I'm just gonna burn through these experience potions now, just to try and get this alchemy level a bit quicker. I think we've got enough ingredients to do it. It's pretty damning, Matadorian, that you've nearly done all the quests. You've got one left to do, and yet me, the YouTuber and streamer, have still got 4 quests left to do, and you've nearly completed them all. I mean, I'm supposed to be doing this. I mean, professionally is a strong word, not professionally at all. I wish I could do this professionally. There's crazy stuff going on at my work at the moment, and yeah, I mean, I'd love to just be able to do this instead, but obviously I can't. But yeah, I feel like I'm letting the side down. Like, with such low levels and so few quests done. My saving grace is I've got 3 characters, and the other 2 characters are both higher level than this one. So that's what I tell myself. But the truth is, I'm just lacking commitment, I think, if I'm brutally honest. The grind for the Lost and Found quest was rough. Yeah, that's what I'm most worried about as well. Like, I got the mining and the smithing relatively early because I needed the gear anyway. I think I actually got that for the Chronopolis boss, so I could gear up. But yeah, the bone right and the stonemason I am worried about. The mining will help with the stonemason, so that's not that bad. I mean, I've still got a little bit to do on smithing, but the yeah, the bone right's gonna be tough. Because I mean, I've got a decent carpentry level, but the gatherer for the bones also is going to be slow. So yeah, Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that grind. That is probably going to be the last quest we do on stream, is the Lost and Found. I'll do all the other Hope quests first. But yeah, you're right. That's going to be the toughest one, I reckon. Well, I say that. Before we get to that, they might even add more quests with even higher requirements. Oh, really? They tweaked the requirements? What do you mean to make sure it's doable? Do you know what? I did this in the early days. I got quite far in this on stream when we were going through all the episodes. I kind of did it accidentally. You can see I've progressed somewhat. But yeah, so this now, it says you only need 50 to 59. I think it used to be higher, didn't it? And combat, I'm not worried about because we got to a decent level to do Chronopolis. So I feel like the other quest bosses shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I know they do scale, don't they, now? But even so. But yeah, the requirements... I mean, I haven't checked the wiki. But given that it says 50 to 59 now, I'm sure they used to be higher. But... Oh, sorry, I misread your message. You said double check the wiki. I thought you said they made it doable. That makes more sense. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't normally check the wiki because I think it's more fun to be spontaneous on stream and just experience it. But I could just check the wiki to see what levels we need. Like, I do that on RuneScape when I do my... Because I've nearly got the quest cape on RuneScape. So on my normal streams, which I will do most weeks, but then so every other week I'll dip into Brighter Shores. But most weeks I've been doing RuneScape recently. And I'm only 6 quests away from the quest cape. But to make those streams more fun to watch, I do read the top of the wiki first. So I don't read the quest. I don't know what's going to happen in the quest. But I read the level requirements and the items, so you don't have to watch me going and banking. Now that's not a problem in Brighter Shores, because all the quest items are in your little quest inventory. But yeah, I could just read the wiki to see what levels I need, and then get those levels off stream, just to make it a bit smoother for you to watch. Bone and Stone increased by 10 levels, and Blacksmith by 4. Oh, so they've made it harder. They've made Lost and Found harder to do. Oh, I thought they made it easier. I thought it was like level 60 something before. Maybe I must be wrong. Okay. That's fine, right? We need to get those levels at some point anyway. They're going to put out more quests with higher levels. I mean, this is 5-star out of 7 difficulty. So when the 7-star comes out, I'm going to need high levels anyway. And it's going to be useful for money making and all kinds of things. So I don't mind. I'll grind it out. Just depends how long it takes. Right, we've got 50% of the way to another knowledge point, and we're 3/4 of the way to the level. So let's keep going. Let's see if we can do this. So we've got 4 more inventories worth of ingredients just over. Oh, no, I didn't. Did that work? What? That's interesting. Oh, I didn't get the buff. I got the animation, but not the buff. Okay. I thought I just found a bug then, but now they thought about that. What class are you again, Matadorian? Did you go for Cryonite or Hammer Mage or Guardian? Because the one is a Cryonite. My Lone Wolf is a Guardian, I think. So that means when Roomlocked finally gets to episode 2, he's going to be a Hammer Mage. Oh, you're a Cryonite. Hey, Temboot, good to see you, mate. This isn't old school, you're right. Yeah, I went for a change. I had a few months off Brighter Shores, just because I was getting close to Quest Cape in RuneScape, and I was just loving RuneScape, and to be honest, the grind wasn't really doing it for me in Brighter Shores. But we're dipping back in because they made some big changes. So we're checking out what's new, or we have checked out what's new. And now we're just grinding for the next quest. We're about to start it, I think. We just need to get level 40 alchemy. But yeah, so I'm dipping back into Brighter Shores. So I'll be doing, I reckon, we'll see how it works. But probably 2 weeks out of 3, I'll carry on the Quest Cape in RuneScape. And the 3rd week we'll do Bright Shores. That's probably how it's going to work. Yeah, 10-bit, that's exactly the problem. You only got enough time for one grind in your life. But you could have Bright Shores on one screen and RuneScape on the other. That is possible. I mean, Bright Shores is very, very second screenable. The only tough thing is, with recording and streaming, that's not really doable. That's my problem. So I only play one at a time. I'm sure you have the same problem, don't you? Yeah, no, it's good. I recommend it. It's very early days at the moment. It's just been sort of the beta. They're not in, or it's not beta, is it? What's it called? The early access. It's still early access. There's a whole list of things they say they want to implement before they're going to regard it as fully released. So it's good. My advice is to dip into it, try it, do what you enjoy. You can free to play the first 2 regions. So if you like the first 2 regions, then you can subscribe and play regions 3 and 4. And then when you feel like you've done everything, you might want to do all the quests like I'm doing, or you might not even want to do them all. I don't know. I think that's the best thing about it, is doing the quests. But people are different. You might want to get like the skill capes or whatever, but you do your goal. And then when you feel like you've had enough, stop your subscription and then come back when they add more content, because there's more content coming out all the time. There's a lot of quality of life improvements, but also they're reworking combat. They've added player-to-player trading. They're adding lots of new quests. And hopefully soon, well, not that soon, maybe in the next 6 months, we will get a 5th region added as well. Old School RuneScape is the second monitor game. Video thumbnail editing on the second screen. Oh, really? So how do you do that, 10-bit? Because I see a lot of people do that. They say, oh, I'm just grinding this thing in RuneScape while I edit a video. I can't do that. Maybe I need a better computer. But my editing takes up a lot of... I mean, I've got a pretty new graphics card, but it takes a lot of computer power. So I just do one or the other, but I spend so much time editing that it really is a struggle to make progress and get videos out at the same time. By the way, I just went about 150 chests dry in Barrows. It was insane. I was killing... So I started killing 5 brothers instead of 6 because I got the Verak set twice, and Verak was the slowest brother for me to kill. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to skip Verak and I'll just kill the other 5 brothers and I'll try to get the their items. And I did that for 50 chests and I got nothing. So then I went back to killing 6 brothers and I went 100 chests dry. And for the 100 chests before all that, I only got 2 items and they were both dupes. So in 250 chests, I got 2 drops. It's a 1 in 15 drop rate, but in 250 chests, I only got 2 drops and they were both things I already had. It was absolutely soul crushing. But then today, I finally got my Arim's robe top, which is what I was waiting for. So I can't complain. I actually got there in the end, but man, 250 is a horrible streak. You use Canva, so all the processing power is done on the server side. I don't even know what Canva is. I use DaVinci Resolve because it's free, and my I am technically monetized, but I'm not really monetized because I don't have enough subscribers to actually earn anything. So while my RuneScape doesn't, while YouTube doesn't generate income for me, I struggle to justify to my family to say, yeah, we can spend money on, fancy editing equipment or licenses for music or even, an editor. I would love to pay an editor to do the editing for me so I can just make content, but it's not really feasible at the moment. But yeah, so Canva, is that like, what is that? Is that like a subscription, or is that just, is that some free software you use, or what? How does that work? I mean, DaVinci Resolve, I'm not an expert. I've learned how it works, and now that I'm, I've used it a bit, I feel like I can, I can edit efficiently, but I don't know how much of the time it takes me to edit is down to the fact it takes that long, or the fact that I'm a bit slow because I'm still a beginner, or whether it's a limitation of the software and I need better editing software. I'm really not sure. Okay, Canva is free, but there's a subscription to get access to assets. A bit like DaVinci Resolve then, where you can like buy the premium version, which has more stuff. Fair enough. Are you still doing Leviathan, Tembu? I saw couple of weeks ago you were doing Gauntlet, and then just recently you were doing Leviathan. Are you still farming Leviathan, or are you all done with that grind now? You know, I think I might actually, because I have been recording Barrows. I don't know if I'm going to make a video of it. I've already got a Barrows video out. Oh, I never drank that potion I took. Never mind. So I don't know if I will make another video on Barrows. I've already got one out there, but I've been recording the drops just in case. But I could not record Barrows, and I could do the Brighter Shores grind ready for the next stream for the next quest on one screen, and do my RuneScape Barrows grind on the other. That might be a winner's choice, you know? I think my computer could manage that. I hope. You got your drops at Leviathan and Tormented Demons. Very nice. Well done. Was it a hard grind? Like, how long did it take you in the end? And now you're going back to Duke. Someone in my clan just a couple of days ago said Duke was the easiest Desert Treasure 2 boss. You could farm him really quickly. I hope that's true for your sake. Desert Treasure 2 is... I've been told it's the hardest quest. And I was thinking it'd be one of the harder ones, but I thought Dragon Slayer 2 might be harder. But I think Dragon Slayer 2 and Desert Treasure 2 are going to be the last two quests I do. I've got 6 quests left on my road to Quest Cape. And I'm averaging like 1.5 per stream. So in a couple of months, we should have Quest Cape. Because I'm not doing any quests off stream. I'm just doing it on the Sunday night, so everyone can see it and be on the journey together. And to be honest, that also gives me time to train up and get gear. Like on the earlier quests, I had really poor gear, and now going into these quests with Barrows gear is a lot better. I still don't have full sets though. I still need to do a bit more grinding on that, but spacing it out weekly gives me time to do that grind. My biggest worry is anti-venoms, because I need a much higher herb lore level to make anti-venoms. I'm really worried about Dragon Slayer 2 for that. To do it without them. But I think I am going to have to do it without them. Duke is chill. Fair enough. Yeah, I've heard the same. Okay, that's good. So you did the hard stuff first. That's nice. So have you been streaming today then? I know you normally stream at least once on the weekends, don't you? You have your chill Duke streams this week. Oh, Revolt's here. Have they gone now? People were talking, I didn't even notice. I like it when people chat in the rooms. A lot of people get locked into their grind and they don't talk so much. I think these people have both gone. So my potion ran out of house. I wish that potion lasted just a little bit longer, like long enough to do a full inventory would be so nice. Oh, you didn't stream today, you streamed yesterday. Oh, cool, you're working on a script. I'm making emotes. Oh man, yeah, I really don't understand like how to do Twitch properly. Like I haven't made any emotes or anything. I don't know how to do raids. I need to learn all this stuff properly. Like my focus is on YouTube. That's just where I started, but I need to learn all this stuff. What script are you making then? What video is it? Can you tell us, or is it a secret? I've got so many videos I want to do on Brighter Shores and on RuneScape. Like I've got my weekly leagues videos. I haven't been able to do them recently. Here's our knowledge point. Great. Let's convert that straight away because our potions are running into alchemy. We've got it. We got 40 alchemy. We can do the quest. Oh, it's so good. Right, let's start this quest. I reckon we're going to get part way and it's going to say our level isn't high enough. But according to this, we need 40 to 49 and we've got 40. So we're going to give it a try. But yeah, so I've got my old school leagues videos going out. Just because of crazy stuff going on in life. I missed it this weekend. But I think it'll come out next weekend. Well, I'm sure it will actually. And I've got my Roomlock series, which, like I said, I took a break from Brighter Shores, but I'm back in it now. So that's going to be coming out. But after that, I mean, I've got so many things I want to do. So many scripts that I kind of have made in my head, but I haven't got on paper yet. But it's just finding the time, you know? Trying to organize them and what to prioritize. Oh, you're telling us. Tell us your secrets. Okay. So 4 pieces of content to get you ready for endgame raids. Okay, that's cool. To be honest, that's probably a video I need to watch. Because I've just unlocked Teams of Mascot. I'm about to unlock Theatre of Blood. And I'm just about getting my kind of mid to late game gear. So actually, it's probably perfect for me. Is one of those pieces of content Barrows? Please tell me it is, because I love Barrows. Well, I have a love-hate relationship with Barrows. Oh, hang on, I've gone the wrong way. Critical Care Ward. Okay, let's teleport up to the garrison. I think a lot of people do want to see guides on Brighter Shores and on RuneScape. I think guides are the way to go. The thing is, I've just got so much good footage for like Let's Plays, so I've just been going through there, but I will start... I mean, I've got quite a few guides out on Brighter Shores and on RuneScape, especially Brighter Shores. But I will go back to making guides because people are asking for them. It's just, there's so much stuff to do. What is this? There's a whole new room here I never saw. Oh, this is the infirmary, and I bet this is the critical care ward. Look at this. Oh, a new room. How exciting. Oh, I can't believe I missed this. Let's search the wardrobes while we're here. No Barrows. Oh, Barrows isn't on there. Yeah, to be fair, Perilous Moons has superseded Barrows in a lot of ways. Creamy Wall Plant. Thank you very much. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Moons is a really good shout. I'm about to do Moons. I still haven't got my tank legs. I've got tank heads and torsos but no legs. As soon as I get tank legs, ideally I want an Arim's hood first, but as soon as I get my tank legs, I'm going to go back to Moons, because yeah, you're right, Moons is a really good efficient way to get geared up and ready for the end game. You say you need to branch out to account progression content, but you do that on your stream basically. And if I'm brutally honest, more people want to see guides than account progression. Unless you're being like settled and you're doing something like really incredible. I don't recommend doing account progression content because that's what I do. And people don't seem that interested. I mean, as I improve my editing and stuff, maybe that'll change. But I think guides, certainly for RuneScape, that is the way to go, I think. Oh, excuse me. I'm just going to turn my light on and close my windows. 1 second. Yeah, I can't sit in the dark while I play. It kills my eyes. But then if I turn the lights on, all the flies come in through the window, so I just have to close the windows. It'll just get really hot in here now. Okay, so what's wrong? This patient became delirious, claiming he'd been bitten by some sort of snake. She's not an expert in snakes, and he's fading fast. Okay, how can I help? Yes, of course I'll help. I'm a town guard. Snake venom is an area where the Ebsworth is more familiar with. Written down a list of his symptoms. Can you take it to Ebsworth? Look at this. List of symptoms. Oh, okay, we do it. Orange rash on his torso, delirium, swollen knees, and an elevated temperature. Why would only the knees swell? Okay, let's go see Ebsworth. You've been looking into doing something in DMM to make grinds easier. Video turnaround time faster due to the boosted XP rates. Sorry, I'm being thick. DMM? What's DMM? DMM. Oh, Dead Man mode. Ah, okay. Dead Man mode terrifies me. Like PvP, I need to learn how to do it really. I'm not. It's like the same as Brighter Shores. When PvP comes out, I think I'm going to be trash at it. But what I might do when PvP comes out in Brighter Shores, I might just force myself to get into it from the very start, because then I'll, I won't be scared because everyone will be in the same boat, and I can actually get good at it. Whereas RuneScape, everyone is so far ahead of me. Like I can't. It's so hard to learn to PvP. I need to use Last Man Standing really to learn it. Right. Oh, there's a lot of options here. I have a letter from Maeve. Suspected snake bite. Okay. Patient was bitten by a Tamoxian mamba. Will he be okay? Need a cure. Need exotic ingredients. A lunar fruit and a siren scale. Where can I find a siren scale? They're very hard to get hold of. I bet they are. Janora used to have one or two in stock when she ran the Forager's Warehouse. Ella's taken over. She has someone stock. Ella and I don't get on, so I've got to speak to Ella. And then the Lunar Fruit. Lunar Fern. They're not native to Hopeport. Zalte Tremagan brought back one from his expedition. Okay, where's Zalte Tremagan? In the town square. Okay, that's fine. We'll go there then. But yeah, I mean, Leagues I absolutely loved. You can tell by my videos, like it was so good. So Dead Man mode, I should give it a try at some point. But the fact that it's PvP almost everywhere is worrying. Right. Oh, it's this guy, Zelte Tremagan. Okay, dude. I'm told that you might have a Lunar Fern. Don't like to brag too much, but it's one of many wondrous things I discovered during my journey into the Tamoxian jungle. So do you still have the fern? He gave it to Lord Brannoff. He certainly has a back garden. Okay, has he got a back garden? Oh, look, yeah, there's another new room over here as well. Oh, no, you can't play too much Leagues. It's fine. Because it's over Christmas, right? And especially because we go to see my wife's family in Romania. And also, like, we go around, I got family spread out everywhere. So we always do the rounds and see everyone. So, like, those Leagues was 6 weeks. And 3 of those weeks, I was traveling. So I missed a lot of Leagues, but I still managed to get pretty far. Like, my goal was to beat all the Echo bosses in all the unlocked regions. And I had a few other goals. I'm not going to give away anything in the series, but it was, it was great. It got so exciting. Yeah, let's pull a book. This is a typical... this is the cutscene that was bugged and they fixed in the recent patch. Yeah, it's the typical secret door, isn't it? Oh, it's locked. Okay. You had the same problem. Oh, yeah, you can do Leagues on a tablet. Okay. It's not the same, though, as a PC. I think they need to revisit when they run Leagues. I think over Christmas is not good. I mean, the RS3 Leagues, I think, will be like autumn, which will be better. But I'm intrigued to see what RS3 Leagues is like. This might seem a strange question, but does this have a back garden? I need the fruit to heal someone. Brannoff had a pet cat, but some strange evil befell it. And the creature turned feral. The evil within the cat festered and grew. Now it's become truly... I have to fight a cat. Okay, I can go in. Great. Have I got the right gear? I think so. Why not? Try not to kill the cat. So I've got to get through here without killing this cat? Let's see what happens. Did the cat eat the lunar fruit or something and turn into like a monster? Right. We're getting into combat, I think. Oh, look at this. A pile of rat corpses. There's the lunar fruit. But before we... Oh, hang on, I need to close the chat. There we go. Let's pick it. There's the cat. Okay. You're going down, son. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's level. Oh, I think that symbol just means it's a boss. Oh, he's got a special attack. That's cool. But I am strong now because I did the lower quests. Is the combat noise a bit loud on the stream? It's really loud on my end. Let me know and I'll turn it down. If the game noise is too loud when we're in combat, give me a shout. What? You've got friends? Oh, it's gonna heal. It's gonna heal on the rats. Oh, I like this as a mechanic. Although I might now lose the game. I'll lose the fight. Let's see. Is it a bit loud? Okay, but I can fix that. Don't worry. Don't worry. We got this. Right, how's that? Is that better? If it's still too loud, I've just tweaked it down a little bit on the stream. If the game sounds are still too loud, let me know. Or if they're okay, let me know as well, so I know the job's done. Okay, the audio is perfect, great. Yeah, there seems to be a big increase in volume in combat in Bright Shores. Oh, I should have taken a potion. I'll take a potion when we dodge, like this. There we go. We're okay, We got this. Yeah, if I look at the settings... Oh, run! Okay, good. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh, okay. Yeah, see... Oh, move. I think I need to turn the SFX down. But anyway, I've sorted it out on stream, so it's fine. Oh, I nearly didn't dodge that. Cool, thanks for letting me know, guys. Yeah, it just seems to get a lot louder when I get into combat, which is a bit weird. But it might be to do with the SFX. So I didn't kill the cat, so I did what he said. I need 43 foraging. That is just so annoying. Okay, can we... I mean, we're already 41, to be honest. We could quickly hammer that out, couldn't we? Oh, we can go to the fancy new limpets now as well. Should we do that then? We'll go and get... I think we'll get 2 forage levels really quickly, you know? And then we'll probably need like 6 alchemy levels, which I don't know if we'll get tonight. But we can certainly get the forager levels and see where we go from there. That was a good little boss fight, wasn't it? With the 2 little minions that came out and then it healed. Like, it's just a little bit of variety. I know the combat's quite basic in the game at the moment. But it's nice, you know, that you have a bit of variety. Like, the quest boss in... The last one we fought in Chronopolis, he was different again. I mean, the bear you fight is the first proper one in Hope Forest. And he's, you know, got that AoE attack. It's nice that they're all a little bit different. Right, let's go get limpets. I think they must be over here, right? Ray, Bay, and Parrot. Yeah, they're there, right? So we'll do a little rotation. Pick up the limpets. The question is, do we pick them up and drop them? I don't think so. I think we'll go to this stone. We'll go to this rift even, and we'll get rid of them. Well, we'll not get rid of them. We'll store them in our rift. So we'll just do a circuit around here, fill up on limpets, and store them in the rift. That's the plan. I like that plan. Cool. Just turning the sound up slightly because I know we're not in combat now and it's probably a bit quiet. I'll turn it back down again if and when we get back into combat. Why have I got a... Oh yeah, I found this, didn't I? This creamy wall plant. Let's drop that because these limpets are more valuable. Oh, we walked past that one. Where's the third one? There it is. Man, that boss fight. I'm happy with that. I mean, I am 93 combat now, and that guy was like 60 something. Because I think the way the game's designed, like you're supposed to do this quest before you do that quest. Like this is a 4-star quest, whereas Fortune Hold is 5-star. So I trained up to be able to do the 5-star quest, so I should be able to beat the 4-star quest bosses without too many problems. One would hope. There we go, and they restore by the time we get back here. That's nice. How much XP are we getting? 232 per. and we need 12,000. So 60. So 3 inventories to get to the next level, and then probably 6 more inventories to get to the level after that. So 9 inventories total. That's not bad, is it? That's pretty good going, really. This wall is new, isn't it, as well? Yeah. It's like a pirate's hideout. So I think this is part of the fisherman quest. Missing fisherman. It is nice that when they add new quests, they don't just like recycle existing areas, but they do add more rooms as well. I think that's just quite nice. But every time I see this little pathway here, especially because look, it's not even locked. Although I think that symbol means it's now under construction. I think before it used to just look like you could go through there, but now it has this symbol. So it shows this is episode 5, which is under construction. Every time I see this on the map, I just think, oh, I can't wait for episode 5 to come out. But I think they're prioritizing other things now, rightly or wrongly. Like, a lot of people want them to prioritize things like combat, which is fine. I think it does need to be done. But I'm keen to see this next episode, you know. But that's just the type of person I am. Like, lots of people, they would say, well, there's already tons of content because we can get each of these existing professions up to level 500. So why do I need 3 or 4 more professions? But my point of view is I'd rather get another 4 professions up to level 50 than get the existing ones up to 500. That's just a different kind of play style. There's no right or wrong. So I think I use these in potions, right? Strength Tempeste, there you go. Oh, Strength Tempeste. Let's have a little look at that. I can make these potions now. Oh, this is so good. So I've actually got a new training method with hogberries and these limpets. Oh, that's amazing. So I can now train alchemy more efficiently as well. I mean, if I was super efficient, what I would be doing is that before I got these limpets for the first time, I'd be taking a experience potion because you get that bonus experience the first time you get one of the materials for the first time. But that's all right. I think I should have a fair few hogberries in the bank already because I've been able to harvest them for a while, and so I should just pick them up passively. And I'll get loads of limpets from this grind. Well, I'll get 9 inventories worth. So I think we should have a fair amount to go. Right, what's faster? Running through here and round to there, or running down and round? I actually think down and round is the way to go. I think this is faster, because you're going, otherwise you're going down here, up, round, and down. Whereas you can just go kind of straight across in like a crescent motion here. I think this is quicker, this route. I deposit all these, back we go. So that's 1 inventory out of 9, 8 more to go. Yeah, we'll get this in no time. Then the question is, what alchemy level are we going to need? It says 40 to 49, but I think it's going to be like 40, 45, maybe 46. So, yeah, we probably don't have the materials to do that. But what we can do is we can put our knowledge points into alchemy as we go, to try and get us a bit closer there. Because the 8 more inventories we need isn't factoring in the fact that we need, the fact that we're going to get knowledge points on the way as well. Oh, hey, Costume Cats. All right, Matadorian, thanks for dropping by. It's been really good chatting with you. Really appreciate you supporting me. It means a lot. It's good to see you again, Costume Cats. It's been a long time. Quest that requires multiple episodes profession. I mean, technically, the Lost and Found requires multiple episodes because you need Gatherer to train your bone right. If you want to look at it that way, but I guess you could buy it instead. If we're saying you can buy stuff rather than gather it yourself, I don't think any of the quests need you to train multiple professions or professions across multiple episodes, do they? What are you thinking of, Costume Cats? Or are you saying that would be a good suggestion for a new quest? I mean, maybe one of the newer quests has that, but I think it's kind of... It's not really the way they're designing the game, is it? They've designed... I mean, you need to train an episode's professions to a certain level to unlock the next one. But other than that, they've designed each episode to be almost standalone. So, I don't think there are any quests that need you to use professions from different episodes. But it does help. You know, like your alchemy profession helps to get potions for combat in later episodes, things like that. But yeah, I would love to see more crossing of the professions. Like, alchemy affects everything. Gatherer affects bone right. And carpentry and woodcutting affect smithing and stonemason. And gatherer as well, I think, actually. I think the Chronopolis skills are all kind of standalone, aren't they? But yeah, I'd love to see, you know, like I mentioned before, animal husbandry being attached to like leatherworking. That would be cool. Or even merchanting. I would love to see, yeah, Builder being a big mashup of the first four episodes. That would be cool. I mean, you can understand woodcutting and carpentry could be a big part of Builder. Mining, maybe, you know, get stones for building. I can see that. And stonemasonry again, yeah, that'll be a big one for Builder. That would be cool. I was saying before, I would love to see an episode 5 Builder skill feeding into an episode 6 farming skill that let you build like animal pens and farms and stuff. Yeah, metalworking, smithing could affect, yeah, like building as well. I think that's a little bit of a stretch though. I don't know if they do that. But yeah, I'd love to see more crossover between the episodes in ways like what you're talking about. And I wonder if they've kind of... I mean, they're still working on episode 5, but they've definitely prioritized it below a lot of other stuff like the combat rework and all the quests they're putting out and all that stuff. And I wonder if they're deliberately letting the new episodes be delayed a bit because they want to sort of rethink that strategy, like you're saying. They're thinking, actually, do you know what? If we're going to put a new episode out, let's make it cross over more with other episodes. I do wonder if that's the case. What are you up to at the moment? Anyway, Costume Cats, are you grinding away on Brighter Shores, or have you taken a break? I had a break for 2 months. I just did... I mean, I've always done a bit of RuneScape, a bit of Brighter Shores. For the past 2 months, I've done only RuneScape. And coming back to Brighter Shores feels really good. I've really enjoyed it. I think it was the right time to take a break. And I feel like there's enough new stuff now that makes Brighter Shores feel fresh again. Doing Bitcraft. Interesting. I've seen Bitcraft. I've not tried it. How are you finding it? Bitcraft, as I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a mashup of like Minecraft in the sense you can build things and like an MMO, like economy and like politics and stuff. It's obviously a very different aesthetic to Minecraft, aimed at, you know, well, I say aimed at an older audience. A lot of older people play Minecraft quite happily. Bitcraft is about where Brighter Shores was at the start. Okay. Yeah, so it's quite early, which is the impression I got as well. It's very much early access. Yeah, oh, sorry, I hit the mic. But yeah, a cooperative sandbox MMO. Think V Rising with Minecraft. Is V Rising like Valheim? I haven't played V Rising. With Minecraft terraforming, with RuneScape, with Albion Online Economy. Cool. Albion was another game that I very nearly got into. I was so close to trying it out. And I think something happened. I can't remember whether it was when we had the baby or something happened where I was like, I don't have the time for this. So I never did try it, but it always looked interesting. I think I might have missed the boat on Albion now. And to be honest, I'm really happy with Bright Shores and RuneScape. I've got loads to do. I did say earlier in the stream, I was very tempted to try World of Warcraft for a lot of reasons that I explained. But at the moment, there's plenty to do already with the games I have. Without Albion Online PvP cancel. Yeah, I've heard about how bad Albion, or not bad, but how frustrating Albion Online PvP can be, which is another thing that's put me off. I've heard this. World of Warcraft is great if you have a group to play with. So, yeah, long story short, I missed the boat on World of Warcraft when I was a kid. And I've always thought, oh, maybe I should just give it a try. I mean, it's a bit of a meme. But yeah, this is what I've heard. So, like, if you play retail WoW, you speed run past all the early content and then you get to the end, and then at the end game you need a group to play with. But I feel like, you know, on Eve Echoes and on RuneScape, I was able to find a clan of like-minded people who are really good. And I've heard the same kind of groups do exist in WoW. The only thing is whether I could do it justice. I need to put the time in. I'm not sure I could at the moment. Oh, we got... What? I'm confused. We got 42 Forager already? How did we get 42 Forager already? That was quicker than I expected. I think I did the maths wrong. I think I made a massive mistake on the maths. So have we got what we need now? Oh no, we need 43. Oh, I think... No, I don't know. I don't understand what's happening. Oh, we didn't already have the level. Oh, okay, sorry, yeah. We just hit 42. I understand it. I was thinking we'd already hit 42, but we hadn't. Okay. Even in Classic WoW, most classes you want to quest with others. Yeah, so... I don't want to give any spoilers, because I did record my trial of WoW, because I did do it up to level 20, you know, the free trial. And I've got a bit of an interesting way of learning how to play it. I won't spoil how here. But I did pick a hunter. Because I was advised that if you are going to play solo, at least at the start, hunter is the way to go. But, yeah, I think ultimately you do need a group. So, how are you enjoying Bitcraft, Costume Cats? Do you want to form a World of Warcraft group with me and Temboot? Yeah, it'd be good. But no, I think Bitcraft has a lot of its potential. For me, like, I've taken a punt on Brighter Shores, and I feel like this is the game I'm going to be watching for a long time and watching grow. I don't really want to try another new game. Like, as in a new game that's still in development. So that's why I haven't tried it, but it definitely does look like it has potential. I know Tell from Tell's Tales went into Bitcraft. I don't know, he did a video on it. I don't know if he's still playing it or whether he did just like a one shot on it, but I know he tried that out. Oh, Bitcraft is going to wipe. Interesting, so different to Brighter Shores. So Brighter Shores, they've said from the minute the early access came out, no, it's not getting wiped, which is really good. Tell has the biggest empire in the game. Does he really? So Tell's got a Bitcraft empire. I didn't know that. Oh, good on him. He's not, is he? Because he was really big on Brighter Shores. He was like meeting with the community manager and everything and doing interviews and stuff. Is he still doing that? Or is he I'm sure he will. If he's not doing it already, I'm sure he'll be coming back to it. But is he put that on pause and now he's focusing on Bitcraft? I should drop him a message and see what he's doing. It's really bad at the same time. So you're saying you're enjoying Bitcraft, but it's also not a good time. So why can't they change things? I don't understand. All right, thanks for dropping by, 10 Boots. It's really good to see you. Appreciate the support. All right, good night. Sleep well. I'm sure I'll speak to you soon. Oh, not wiping is a double-edged sword. Yeah, I 100% understand why. Because if it's broken and you don't have a wipe... Oh, look, there's a crashed fishing boat here. I guess this is part of the quest. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so if it's broken and you don't wipe, then, like, you give a load of people an unfair advantage or just break the economy or whatever. But if you do wipe, then, like, people don't have a motivation for playing. And people play in a different way as well to how they would play if it was permanent. A bit like look at like Escape from Tarkov, right? How people play vastly changes depending on how far into the wipe it is. Like at the start of the game, when people have nothing to lose, they're just kind of rushing in, trying to get some basic gear. But then very quickly, people take it very seriously because they've now got something to lose, and they play a lot slower. And then you get some people who get ahead, and then they just basically T-pose on all the people like me who are not as far ahead. And then at the end of the wipe, people start getting reckless again because they know it's all going to get wiped anyway, and they're going to lose everything. And in MMO, if you're going to play for 6 months, a year, and then all your progress is going to be undone, you're going to play it very, very differently to if that progress was permanent. And also, arguably, especially for an MMO, I mean, personally, I wouldn't enjoy it because what's the point in putting all that effort in only to have it all go away? So you're saying if you want to change how the entire world looked after a wipe, it's a knowledge point, we'll save that for later. If you want to change how the world looked after a wipe, or nerf XP for a specific skill, or rework a skill, then yeah, the community needs to be on board. You can't say, or you can't imply it's permanent and then put a wipe in. You need to be upfront from the start that there's a wipe coming. And so Fen Research have been upfront from the start in Bright Shores that there's no wipe. So if they did try and do a wipe, people would be very, very angry. Bitcraft, it sounds like they've been upfront that there will be a wipe, so people know what they've signed up for. Oh, really? So gathering, the people with 500 gathering said gathering needed to be reworked, and now Fen Research are going to rework it. Because obviously, if people have grinded out gathering, they're at 500 gathering, and then they change the skill, those people would be very annoyed. But because those people are saying it needs a rework, then Fen Research are saying, okay, well, actually, everyone wants this. With the concept of land claiming, it'd be super unfair to the free-to-play players. Oh, to not have a wipe would be unfair to free-to-play players. Okay, but how is that going to get better? Like, in the long run, even after the wipe, when they go to full release and they wipe it, the pay-to-play players are still going to have more land than the free-to-play players. I don't see how the wipe really helps in the long term in that regard. But yeah, so you said they're going to rework gathering. I mean, I know it's been talked about for a long time, but have Fen Research said anything solid about that? Because I kind of feel like it's done, right? They're not going to do it again. They're not going to make that same mistake again. But equally, like, I thought they were more focused on moving forward than reworking professions that were already out. Oh, Sam confirmed it's happening, did he? I need to read the Discord, to be honest. Especially if I'm going to start making like guides and stuff again. I need to get up to speed on what's going on the Discord. We might get another foraging level before we get the knowledge point, you know? Did Sam say anything specific about how it's happening, or has he just said it's getting reworked? I mean, that's cool, right? Because, yeah, you see, I've not bothered to train gathering because I just think I'll just train foraging. Like, what's the point? Yeah, that's interesting to know. To be honest, that might change my game plan, because I was going to train gathering to then train bone right for the Lost and Found quest. But if they're going to rework gathering, then I might as well wait. I mean, that is the last quest I'm going to do anyway. But if I train stonemason first and the smithing and mining, then and I can do gathering hopefully after they've reworked it. That would be ideal. I'd love that. So basically, new players have the seasonal region where they're more valuable, and all players have the new seasonal mechanic to play with, while older players can go to the seasonal region and play with the mechanics after the season. Yeah, I know Bitcraft has like different regions with different materials. Bitcraft is crazy ambitious in the same way Bright Shores is, yeah. Well, I mean, they're very different games, but I know what you mean, yeah. They've both kind of broken the mold and said, we're going to do things differently here. I do love the ambition of Bitcraft. Do you know what, though? The graphics really aren't for me. I'm not really a person who cares much about graphics, but the style of it doesn't speak to me. Now, that wouldn't stop me playing a game, but it doesn't help, basically, for me. I know a lot of people, it's not that they're bad, it's just a different style. Yeah, I mean, Brighter Shores, people say, isn't like a AAA graphics, but I really don't care about AAA graphics. I just like the style. Like RuneScape, like even old school RuneScape, obviously it's not up to modern day graphical standards, even with the HD plugins. But the style is nice. Whereas to me, Bitcraft is is it almost abstract? I don't know how to describe it, but it's not my style. A Robo-Voxel is definitely a vibe. Yeah, Robo-Voxel, exactly. Yeah, that's not my vibe. It is a lot of people's vibe, but it's not mine. But yeah, I mean, if Brighter Shores didn't exist, I probably would be playing Bitcraft now, just to try it out, but because I do like the ambition. One thing I always loved about EVE Online was that player-driven economy and the way all the politics shape the universe. And Bitcraft has that, but it also has that kind of, it's not a space sim, it's like a, building towns and, gathering stuff. It's, again, a kind of theme that I like as well. So I would be tempted to do it, but the problem with a game like that, I mean, I had it on EVE Echoes, which I know it's like what people call Toilet EVE, where I loved it, but at the same time, it always gets like super political and like you're managing lots of people and, you have wars and stuff and you have to be online at certain times to participate in battles or do other things. And I can see Bitcraft becoming that, and I can't commit to something like that. But it does look cool. I do respect the ambition. I would like to see Brighter Shores become not like, that kind of grand builder, an empire kind of thing. But I would like to see it become a little bit more sociable. Like the co-op woodcutting and the co-op fishing worked for a little while. And then when they put the action queuing in, people stopped doing it co-op because you can only queue it solo. I think they need to buff the XP rates for co-op actions to make it worth doing. And yeah, and more than that, I just love to see more. I mean, trading will help with that, with the economy, but I'd like to see it more, less solo play, basically, which is what a lot of it is at the moment. But Bitcraft is the other end of the spectrum for me that I just couldn't support. Yeah, Bright Shores. Yeah, you're right. Bright Shores is an entirely different vibe to Bitcraft. Bitcraft is like an empire builder. Bright Shores is like an RPG. I don't know. You're nearly base 100s. Yeah, that is good. Yeah, content level at the moment is like, well, when I took a break, it was like 50s. I would say now content level is like 70s. So it's actually, if anything, I'm a little bit behind the content level, but that's fine. Like I'll get there. So I'm kind of on pace for it, but if you've outpaced it and you're already hundreds, 200s, 500s, then yeah, you need to wait for more content basically at your level. And they did say that when they put the game out, they said, you know, we're not capping the levels at 50 or 100 like most MMOs would do. We're going to put a really high cap so you can grind out the levels if you want. However, you don't need to. Like, we want this game to be something people play for decades and you can gradually get there. You don't have to rush it. And the way they've released content has kind of shown that. Like, you know, we're not going to have a quest that needs level 400 in anything for years, I think. Maybe 2 or 3 years. But people did it, you know, to get on the leaderboards, which is fair enough. That's what you want to do. But, and actually, it might be good for money makers. You know, if you can produce an item or gather an item that other people can't, that's a good money maker. So there are reasons to do it. But if you're like thinking about, oh, I'll be able to do the quests when they come out, like getting max level is overkill. It's interesting that you said leatherworking is the one that's not level 100. Leatherworking I found was a pretty good grind. I mean, it's a good money maker, and it's pretty chill, you know. And it was decently quick. I mean, if you get your merchanting skill up as well, you get discounts on the hides, and you get mega money. It's not the grind that puts you off leatherworking. Or you mean it's not the grind, as in it's not a good grind. Ah, you want to know how much leather you need for the armorer. Yeah, I sold almost all my leather. And more recently, like, I mean, I haven't trained it for a while, but the last few ones I did, I stored ready for the armorer. But, I mean, if you've got money, just store it all. Because if you don't need the cash, then when the armorer comes out, you can sell the armor to the leather to other players, the leather you don't need. You can sell for a lot of money. A lot more than the shops will pay for it. And, you know, if you start training leatherworker now and you run out of money, just sell enough to buy your next set of hides. I wouldn't worry about it. But yeah, store everything you can until you need money, and then sell just what you need to sell for the money. That's what I'd suggest, personally. Oh, we are. Oh, I don't know if we are going to get the level up before we get the knowledge point. It's going to be close. I think what we're going to do, if we get the knowledge point before the level up, we will go to Hopeport. We'll take the potion and we'll put the 1 knowledge point into gathering, into foraging, and 1 into alchemy. But ideally, I want to get the level up first and then put both knowledge points into alchemy. That would be perfect. Man, it feels so surreal to be streaming Brighter Shores again. It's really chilled. Leather is profusely expensive. You mean hides or leather? Oh, you're a lone wolf. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's. I was gonna say, because if you're not a lone wolf, I was gonna say just you'll make more money from storing it and selling it to players. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, if you're a lone wolf, you can't do that. But why? But still, the shop prices aren't going to change, are they? So you can store all the leather, and then anything you don't need, just sell to the shop. If you store it all now, you're not going to need to buy any, are you? What am I missing? I guess you don't know exactly which types of leather you need, but if you just train on the highest leather you can, you'll have a pretty good set in your store, in your bank, for when the armourer comes out. And if you run out of money, just sell like one of each to a shop. I don't know, does that make sense? Am I talking rubbish? I think that makes sense. Like training carpentry before mines came out. I do know what you mean, actually. Yeah, the carpentry skill was almost pointless until you got to mines. I mean, you used it for the quest, but otherwise, yeah. I mean, but a lot of people, even before they announced Armourer, a lot of people train leatherworking just as a moneymaker. Like, they didn't do it to get leathers. They did it just to make money. I think then a lot of people worked out merchanting was better money, but there's not a big difference in it. Leatherworking is still a good money maker. But yeah, fair enough. I do know what you mean. It's like cooking, right? Because there's no use for food, fishing and cooking just feel pointless. What am I doing? Hang on, I haven't got a full imagery yet. Oh dear, what a mess I made of this. They do need to do something about food in this game. You can't just sell food. It just seems so weird. There needs to be a use. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to use it for the same thing you use it for like in RuneScape where it just heals you. I mean, we already have healing potions for that. But there needs to be a use for food, doesn't there? Other than selling it for money. I mean, imagine like with building, if you had like a player-owned home and you could like offer food to your guests. Or like when I was talking about farming before, like make special food for your animals. Like that kind of thing would be just two simple examples of ways you could use food. But I'm sure there are better ideas out there. And yeah, we're going to get the knowledge point first. That's okay. It's fine. I'm getting faster now. These aren't respawning in time. I'm locked in, clearly. I'll tell you now, if I need to grind like more than 3 alchemy levels, we will put this on pause and finish it off in the next stream in 2 weeks' time. Because next week I will be streaming the Road to Quest Cape in Old School RuneScape. Because we're only 6 quests away. We're so close to getting it. So I'll be doing that next week. But if it looks like we can get this quest done tonight, we'll do it tonight. If it looks like we can get it done in the next stream, then it'll be 2 weeks' time before we do this. And then we'll see how we go. Every other week will certainly be RuneScape. I'll grind offline, and whenever we're close to doing a Bright Shores quest, I'll stream that week on it. But yeah, half the time will be Old School RuneScape, and a third to half the time will be Bright Shores. So I should say a half to 2/3 will be RuneScape, and a third to a half will be Bright Shores, if that makes sense. And we are so close now. 3,000 XP, and we're getting 200 per. So we only need like 10. Well, we get 260 per, I think. So 12 more would do it, right? 230 per. Man, I need these for alchemy ingredients. I'm not going to drop them on the floor. As much as I'm tempted to drop them on the floor, I'm not going to. Isn't that good of me, hey? no wastage. And then we can go harvest this melon or whatever it is. What's it called? A Yama fruit? No, Yama's from RuneScape. What's it called? A Luna fruit. Luna fruit. I'm surprised I don't have to harvest it at night or something. I thought the name would be something like a clue. Apparently not. Right, we're only 11% away from a knowledge point. And we need like 13 of these to level up. I reckon we can get the level up. We will waste a tiny bit of knowledge point progress, but I think it's worth it because I want that knowledge point to go into alchemy. And I don't want to do it like we get a 5% XP boost with it, which is worth losing 5% of a knowledge point for, maybe. I don't know if that maths works really, but we'll try it. It works in my head. It's really not much in it, to be honest. I shouldn't worry so much about this stuff. I'm hardly min-maxing, am I? Can I? Oh no. It'd be nice if it showed the number here as well, but you can only see the number by hovering over. You have to click on the skill. And then you have to hover over the top right. You have to hover over this. It would be nice if I could just hover over this. Yeah, we're looking at 5 more. Yeah, 5 more now. In fact, yeah, no, 5. 4 won't be enough. And 4 will get us another knowledge point. 5 will get us the level up. So we'll lose 1% of the progress towards a knowledge point, but we'll get 5% more XP from the knowledge point. So it is worth doing it this way. So what would you say is your favourite MMO of all time then? Like most people in the chat have played RuneScape, have played Brighter Shores. Some people played Bitcraft. Some people played WoW. Like what is the one? I know it's probably a bit of a hard question to ask. Oh, we got the level up and we didn't get the knowledge point. Okay, so that's perfect. So we can now do Herbalist Hurdle. Yes, well we can now do the foraging part of it. Right, let's go back to Hopeport. We will start making some potions just to use these knowledge points up. I mean, we shouldn't get another knowledge point through doing the quest, but I just don't want to get into a position where we've got full up on knowledge points and we're just wasting XP. So we'll quickly make a set of potions. And that'll get us the next knowledge point. We'll cash in the knowledge points for XP and then we'll go do the next part of the quest. One of these. I've only got 5 left now, I think. Oh no, I might have a few more than that actually. What was the other thing? Oh, it was the gooseberries, wasn't it? What are they called? Hogberries, not gooseberries. I've got 55 of them, which isn't actually that many. But we will manage. I hate that rearranging your inventory closes the bank. What? Oh, limpets are they called? Yeah. Okay, cool. Right, let's make these, and we should get a knowledge point now, or do we only get it when we make the potion itself? No, we got it now. Good, good, good. Okay, so we'll throw this into alchemy, and we'll throw this into alchemy as well. Very nice. Make up these. And actually we need to make sure that the XP potion is active when we make our first one of these potions, don't we? So we'll keep that going. Should be a big XP drop, I think. Oh, 351. There you go. Yeah, that's good. So that's like the same as 4.5 potions. That's good. I'm glad we did that. Right. We've done well tonight. We've got... Well, we got 2 forager levels just now on stream. Did we get 2 or 3? I don't remember. And then before the stream, I also got like 2. I'm pretty happy with that. And we got 2 alchemist levels, and we'll probably get another one. Pretty good progress, really. And hopefully we'll do a quest. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure whether we'll get the quest done. We will see. We might need more alchemy levels, which I'll grind offline. So your favorite MMO got cancelled from being an MMO. What was that then, Costume Cats? What was your favorite MMO that got cancelled from being an MMO? I'm intrigued now. So all these like Strength Tempeste and Strength Arbore potions that I don't need as a Cryonite, I could sell, right? I guess the smart thing to do is not to sell to people here, but you want to go and sell it to people who are like farming mobs. I reckon when the next episode, or the next region comes out, I reckon go into somewhere where they fight mobs for, you know, training combat and selling these potions. I think that would be a winner's choice. Maybe a lot of people will be doing that because I guess a lot of people have their banks full from alchemy training, making potions they don't necessarily need. But I reckon that'll be a good money spinner. We done? No, we've got 2 more to go. Okay. Final Fantasy is the other MMO, isn't it? That I've never really seen anything about. It's got really big. Lots of people love it, but it's not something I know anything about, really. Yeah, it doesn't even cross my mind. To be honest, I played Final Fantasy X, I think, on the PlayStation when I was a kid. Well, I also played the original way back when. But yeah, it was never really a world I probably got into. I mean, I respected it, and it was... Final Fantasy X was fun, but it's just not a world I'm that familiar with. You technically can't mention it legally. You can't mention it. What do you mean? Were you like a developer on it? Is it something you did for work? Or were you like a content creator and signed an NDA or something? Like, you can't leave it at that. You got to tell us something. Right, we got the Lunar Fern. And now we've got to go and speak to Ella at the Forager's Warehouse. And I reckon we're going to get the ingredients from Ella. And then we're going to go to make the potion. It's going to tell us we need a higher alchemy level. But we'll see. Oh, NDA testing. Okay, fair enough. It genuinely was something to do with work. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to pressure you to break an NDA. That's a shame, though. That's really sad. It happens all the time, doesn't it? Games get cancelled or games get rescoped. Yeah, that again, I know I harp on about it a lot, but this is why I am so pro Brighter Shores, because these are developers who care and developers who are self-funded because of Gower's legacy, rather than like being some board of directors who actually don't care about the game, or some investment bankers or something. That is the best thing about Brighter Shores. They're just going to want to deliver a quality game and they can fund it themselves. So many games get cancelled or rescoped into something worse than they should have been because the investors who don't actually care about the quality of the game go and spoil it. I'm told you might have some siren scales. This shop used to sell scales. So the things that are happening with the game may make it still multiplayer game of the year, but it's not going to be an MMO. Okay. Well, that's still good. But yeah, MMOs are very different to other games, aren't they? Games that aren't MMOs don't quite scratch the same itch. Maybe you have some old stock. It sounds like the sort of gubbins the previous owner was into. Stock room is packed full of her old junk. Can I help tidy up? Okay, so she's gone to lock the stock room. Again, another new room. This quest has had like 3 new rooms already. I think there's going to be a 4th. That's good. The map's expanding quite a lot with each quest, isn't it? Oh, this is a puzzle. Okay, I can do these puzzles. Oh, they gave a pull option as well. That's nice because it lets you undo mistakes. So I guess this can only... if I pull this... Yeah, it can't go here. It can only go in this shape. So I'm going to have to push it there then. Do I want to push it there? I mean, I've got the option to pull it, so it's fine. It doesn't matter. I need to pull this. What can I interact with in this room? The crates. Oh, there's the scale. Huh. Okay. Oh, so this was a trick. So I need to pull this over here. It was a dirty, rotten trick. Oh, hang on. No, I need to do... Okay, I need two runs of this. So if I pull that there, I get stuck. So I got to push this to here. But then I'm stuck anyway. Oh no, I can push it all the way along. Right, okay. So push this into the corner. Yeah, it's not going to be an MMO still. Yeah. Okay, and then we push this down here. That's enough. We pull this back. So we did do it right. Actually, we had to push this crate all the way over to begin with. And then we can run all the way around. Okay. It's a very basic puzzle, really, wasn't it? Which is fine, because I don't really want very frustrating puzzles in my MMOs. Okay, we got the scale. We are making good progress. There's 2 more slots. One will be for the potion. I don't know what the other slot will be. Yeah, okay. I think this is where we fall down, though. We will see. If we need 1 alchemy level, fine, we'll do it. If we can do it with the alchemy level we have now, fine. But if we need a lot more, we'll put it on pause. I'll grind it out offline, and we can meet again on stream to finish the quest off. Let's see. Right, Ebsworth, I've got your lunar fruit, and I've got your siren scale. Use the equipment in here to brew the potion. Okie dokie. This one? Which this one? Which equipment, dude? Can you be more specific? Use the equipment. Oh, okay, this one, right. 46 alchemist. Okay, yeah, we are not getting 46 alchemist tonight. I'm sorry. But I will grind it out over the next week or two, and we'll meet again, I think in 2 weeks. And we'll finish off this quest. So yeah, I stream RuneScape and Brighter Shores. So next Sunday will be RuneScape, and then we'll be back in Brighter Shores the following week. I got videos that come out regularly. So yeah, I've got RuneScape videos coming out. It should be this next weekend. And then we've got our Brighter Shores Room Locked, which will be coming out very soon as well. That's exciting. So yeah, it's been really good hanging out with you. I do appreciate you coming to the stream, hanging out, supporting me. I'm just getting started, really. So it's nice to see so many of you dropping in. And yeah, if you want to see this more, you want to see my videos as they come out, or want to see when I'm live, then please consider subscribing, because it helps me out massively, and it helps you because you'll see my stuff coming onto your feed. So yeah. Say no to capes, says Morph the Cat. What does that mean, say no to capes? Yeah, I do only have the short level 50 capes at the moment, but we will carry on the grind, and we will get there to mastering Brighter Shores, one step at a time. Cool. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been a real pleasure. And yeah, have a great night. See you all real soon.